Nuface is in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Life is good, King.
Come on, bro.
Honored to be on your platform, man.
Man, I'm blessed to have you here, bro, for
like
real.
Before we got started, man, I just wanted to personally say I love what you're doing thus far.
Thank you, brother.
You know, a lot of people know me for being there in the beginning for a lot of people. And I don't know where you are in your journey now, but what I've seen so far, I loved it. You've had some personal partners of mine, from T. Lewis to Translee to Young Ralph. These are brothers that I highly respect, and it's deeper than music. I have a personal love for them, and how you treated them and how they looked on your platform. I'm honored to be following them.
Nuface, man. That is beautiful, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you saying that, man. That means a lot coming from you, man. For real. For real, bro. Nuface, let's talk to him, brother. Let's talk to him.
I'm ready.
You living or you surviving?
I'm living. I'm living. We've dealt with a lot of grief this year, personally, and people. It's different for me. People be like, you celebrate celebrities. Oh, I see memes. I'm not talking about me personally, but you see those memes like you celebrate celebrities like you don't do your friends. I've lost people that are celebrities to people, but these are really my friends.
Real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's people that believed in me personally, from Anard to Clay Evans to my family members. My auntie Pat just recently passed, maybe 3 days ago.
I'm sorry.
So we have to keep pushing it, and they're my motivation to keep pushing, because they seen things in me or gave me opportunities that I'm in these platforms now.
That's right.
That they seen me in when I didn't see myself in.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Mark Biddy Barnes, he just posted today, like, you see people like Nuface, and he turned his passion to a profit.
Come on.
And he doing what he loved, but it's people, I just was doing this out of passion, and I didn't see a job or a career or profit, money. Like I said, money wasn't my motivation, so I didn't think it was a thing.
Right.
So to see people like that, and they're not here anymore, but we still have to keep this face on.
Absolutely, bro.
The show must go on. So I always say I live up, because I wake up with purpose every day, because I know I woke up for a reason. So to answer your question, I'm living and I'm happy in this moment right now, but I can't help but to think about Rich Homie Quan.
That's right.
His funeral, and then go to Young Jock's birthday party that same day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what life is about. So when you speak about that, I'm real big on mental health. I wake up every day blessed, and I motivate myself personally. I exercise, I look at the sun, I touch the grass with my feet. I do all these things, mirror affirmations.
Come on, bro.
Sound bath, I do all these, because I think physical health is more important. Mental health is more important than physical health to me personally. I'm not bulk, like the most person, but I think the strongest muscle is my mind and my brain, and my heart.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect, bro. Respect. Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother, CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response. Before we get into today's interview, I want to shout out our sponsor, Grand Moscato Wines, the official wine of the Integrity Response podcast. Look, it's 16, but we created a link, $3 off, right? If you want to purchase your own wine, $3 off your entire order. Use code The Integrity Response. We appreciate you. Back to the interview. Nuface, let's take him back, brother. Let's take him back.
Well, let me, hold on.
Go ahead,
I just got to tell our brother. That I'm live on the platform.
Come on,
but
man.
I'm only here because Young Ralph
in the building. Yes, sir. My brother. What's going on, bro?
So Jug was here
man
first.
is in the building. Yes, sir.
Jug was here first. So
my brother
was there.
Come on now.
Love you, bro. We live.
Love you, bro.
Love you, Jug, bro. Let's get to it, bro. Love, bro. That's dope. That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. Too dope, bro. That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. Nuface, man. Before entrepreneurship, before becoming I know the term historian, we exclude that from what you are. before becoming a gatekeeper, before becoming someone who understands this culture from a different realm, at the age of 9, what did you want to be?
Commercial artist.
Come on.
I was drawing album covers for Redman, acting like I was actually a drawing. So at 9, I was already making crayon iron-on shirts and selling them in middle school.
Wow.
So Bart Simpson with an afro, with Nikes and Filas on.
That's right.
I was selling those in high school, T-shirts. I would basically draw the picture, color it in with the crayons, iron it on the shirt, and sell those shirts in school.
Wow.
Hats that you make out of sleeves. You take the sleeves,
right,
and then you cut the waist of the shirt, you fold that up and make a string. Naughty by Nature would wear these hats.
Wow.
Fubu would have these hats. So I would used to make those hats. Hip hop was very influential in my life from fashion, so I just transformed that into a business in school.
Gotcha.
So I saw graphic design in my future, and I seen hip hop, but that was my only way. I wasn't a sports person. I have no rhythm. I have no sports muscle in my body.
Gotcha.
So I stay away from that. My hands and my heart and my brain is like my muscle. So a creative spirit is what I knew was gonna get me into hip hop.
Wow, that's real, bro. I love that. I love that. And someone who knows hip hop to the T. You probably could quote more lyrics than any man
in my sleep.
Come on.
It just spills out.
And an artist and a creative. I'm curious to know, for the supporters, for the fans watching, I know there's an album somewhere tucked off somewhere. I know there's an album tucked off somewhere. I know you got an album somewhere.
Oh, me personally?
Yeah, let's go. I know you got. I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the one to rap it, but no. As far as in journals and writing, hell yeah, I probably could put. Yeah, I got journals full of those ideas. And it's funny because recently I've turned those and showed those to other artists, and they be like, "Dang, you like Trans Lee said it a lot, like, bro, because even in my post you'll see hip hop inspired captions and people be like bars, and I see what you did there, and I'd be like, yeah. It just rubs off though. You know, I don't want to act like I got the bars, but it just rubs off. If you like you said, I can recite lyrics, and I always say there's a rap lyric to go with every day of my life or every part of my life. Like I was just on More Than Culture podcast, and I said like, I want to be there for and see my children have kids, and that was a Juvenile verse.
Classic.
And Bounce Back, and it was like this nigga quoted Bounce Back for his life, but that's true life. My daughter had kids, and now I have grandchildren.
Come on, bro.
But I remember Juvenile saying that in that song. I remember Shaquille O'Neal talking about biological didn't bother, and talking about the value of having a stepfather in his life. That taught me and prepared me to be, and I don't call it step, I say my bonus daughter, Amaya. So it taught me how to handle that situation with Kara. And that's one of the best and most rewarding relationships I have in my life, because although the relationship with her mother didn't work, I still have that relationship with her.
That's right, bro.
And that's my baby.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And hearing stories like from Beanie Sigel and Jay-Z, Daddy, where have you been? And they talk about, you know, you never pitched and kicked at a ball, and having that experience. I knew in my life that because of that song, I knew I had to be there for my children.
Come on,
so
bro.
they can never make a song about that in their life.
Come on.
So that was always gonna be first, but that all comes from hip hop.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So they always talk about, you know, what hip hop, how culturally negative it is. I don't see that part.
It's a reflection. It's a mirror. It's painting the image of what's real in society. It's real, bro.
And without it, we, you know, on the surface, fuck the police sounds very violent, but they were our news reporters. Without that information, without that song, me in Detroit would not know what was going on in LA, and we wouldn't know about the police brutality in those situations. That was hip hop. Wow. So that's what I get from that.
Speaking on that, man, you couldn't have told me you weren't from Georgia. Detroit. Let's take them back.
Hey,
let's take them back. So
I get that so much.
Right, absolutely, bro. But this is, you know, where we divide California to New York, Midwest, right in the middle, centered, abs, core. This is who you are. Detroit. What was it like growing up there?
Man, it's a blessing, like a real blessing. It really taught me and instilled hustle in me.
Come on.
I'm very grateful because of the family I have. My aunt, I only had one aunt.
Okay.
I started out with like 6 uncles and 1 aunt, and just those relationships like did so much for me as a kid that I'm looking at back now. That's why I get emotional. It's like I don't see people having those type of relationships anymore. My grandmother getting up at 6 o'clock, Big Mom, making breakfast and not just for me, and praying over all her grandchildren and her sons and seeing her sons live the lifestyle that they live, but still love them unconditionally.
That's right.
Still having the food there. And them, I remember them just picking up the chicken out of the plate soon as it coming out. And,
That's right.
grandma peach cobbler and banana pudding, and my aunt never had children, but all my cousins were her kids.
Gotcha.
My sister, that's her mom.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? When my
That's right.
father wasn't there for my sister, my auntie was. My uncle, my mother's brother. Like that's my daddy. You know what I'm saying? My father was in my life, but I had so many men perspectives and influential men in my life that it guided me and it showed me what I wanted to be as a man and a person of value. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
and so when you talk about Detroit, first I think about family, but then I think about the hustle mentality. This is the Motor City. This is Motown.
That's
you know,
right. That's
Motown
right.
Records was across the street from me.
Wow.
My grandmother did Aretha Franklin's hair.
Come on, bro.
So, you know, she can have stories of, you know, me and my mother joke, like, she was there when they were doing medleys and freestyles in the street, in the streets on 7 Mile, you know, and wherever they were on the block with the street lights, singing under there, freestyling before going in the studio with Berry Gordy. Like, they had those stories, but I was just a little young kid not knowing what this was, but I'm in history.
Come on, bro.
You know, now
not even understanding.
Yeah, when Michael Jackson passed, I'm looking out my mother's window and it's flowers all surrounding the Motown Theater. But this was, you know, this was normal to me because I would walk this block normal. And then there's a funeral home right next door to it where like countless members of my family got buried and funerals were at too as well. So it's like, you know, so to answer your point, it was great. You know what I'm saying? Because it just instilled hustle in me. It's still, you know, we were the Motor City, but then we had D-boys out here with driving with Monte Carlos, Regals, and
That's right.
then I stayed off 7 Mile, and you go across the street, that's the hip-hop shop. Maurice Malone created his own brand of jeans, but they had a freestyle platform with Big Proof, and Eminem would be over there freestyling. Royce the 5'9", Slum Village would all be over there, and I was just buying a t-shirt, and I remember being over there and seeing like an Eminem, a white boy freestyling. Then when I moved to Atlanta, he's opening up for the Up and Smoke tour with Dr. Dre. But this is Marshall, who I just
saw right there.
Right there.
What does that do? What does that do for you to see it firsthand? You know, to see that.
It's phenomenal because it's like, you know, you see a vision, you see something grow, and I think that's where my addiction came with being addicted to evolution and progression. Right there, because I know it's possible. I never rushed it, but I know it's possible. Long as you stay with doing what you love.
Go ahead, bro.
Everybody didn't believe in that white boy that I seen there, and I won't lie and be like I was sold then, but to see his progression, not just from being in Atlanta, but when the stories came out, XXL, Dr. Dre signs this white boy, for me to be like, the one from Detroit on 7 Mile with my block when I stayed on Rutherford, that white boy, that Marshall, and to be personal friends with Royce the 5'9",
that's crazy,
is like phenomenal because he's one of the goats.
Absolutely, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So again, Detroit instilled so much into me that it brought me to Atlanta to know to respect your boundaries, to know this. I'm a visitor here, and to treat this all with respect, because Detroit is big on like East Side Detroit, West Side Detroit, and it's 2 different sides. And 6 Mile, 7 Mile, 8 Mile. Everybody's different. But if I'm on those blocks, I'm gonna treat it with respect because I'm a visitor here. So it taught me how to deal with, you know, street codes too. It's like you don't just show up and you know, you treat this respect. Who's in charge here? Who's the grandma on this block? Who, you know, can I take your trash out? Just that type of thing. So it taught me respect, you know, and respect where you at, and who you are means nothing to somebody you just met, but how you treated them in that moment will last forever.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
You garnish, you come with respect, you know, just even the research, just seeing how you maneuver, that respect you carry, that integrity you carry, that you know, love for your fellow brother. Where does that stem from?
I got daughters. So I'm outside in real life, in real time. So like, I want when they get outside with me, for them to see that.
Go ahead, bro.
I named my daughter Karma. So what does that mean when I go out? So when she's in school and she texts me like, we're talking about networking and I thought about you. That's what I do it for.
Wow.
So when she sees us going backstage in the Ben Stadium, not with the gates, we going in the back door. We going in the suites of this Atlanta United soccer team, and then she's sitting with 2 Chainz and Lotto.
Come on, bro.
And we getting these free food. Help yourself. Help yourself to everything. You want a jersey with your name on it? Yes, wow. Karma. She wants 17. She's a soccer team. Go right ahead. That's for you. I did that for you. So she sees the value of those relationships. It's called social currency.
Come on, bro.
So when you say, where did that come from? It's like, I know they watching. And I know that my mother's still watching. She's a proud, I wanted to be a proud mother, but I know that these is people that believed in me. So it's like, I have to show them like what you believed in me for, because I didn't do it for profit, but it's a lot of people that supported me, not financially, but poured into me and made me know what this should look like.
Real.
You know, you should be monetizing what you do. I didn't know that before, but I do this for those type of people. And you're gonna have to be respected to get any of that.
That's a fact, bro.
That's before any dollar gets spent. It's people that be in my DMs, they hit me, can you help me? And I love what you did for so-and-so, but I respect what you did and how can you help me?
Real.
That's what I do it for. But you have to respect me first.
Go ahead.
That's it. Because again, we still are human. I still bleed the same. So
that's right.
I put out in the world, and they say, put in the world what you see in the world. You have to become what you see in the world.
That's right.
Become the change you want to see in the world, right?
Absolutely.
So I had to show people what support looks like.
Wow.
But also make it look cool, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because people say that Nuface is a fan, but he's not a groupie.
I want to get there. Absolutely.
There's a difference.
It could. My question to you is, you're in a lot of rooms. Mm-hmm. And it's oftentimes people confuse, you don't have to be, a lot of people, the insecure may have to be validated. Mm-hmm. You're not validated. You're like, no, I am who I am, regardless.
Yeah.
Sometimes walking that path, even, and I'm jumping ahead, but I even heard you say, sometimes people can hold their nuts in this game. Mm-hmm. How do you maneuver while remaining meek, humble, respectful, but also knowing, I'm Nuface. Don't, I earned that.
We are children of God, right? And no matter how you treat me the day you met me, I know I'm gonna win regardless, right? I know I'm gonna be up there regardless.
That's right.
With the best of them.
That's right.
I'm taking a longer route. Whether you up there with me or not is up to you. That's how I look at it. I've been in countless rooms where somebody invited me somewhere and there's security at the door and you're not on the list, or somebody just didn't know. And I'll leave. And then somebody's behind me like, you don't know that's Nuface.
Wow.
Wow. And then I'll be like, it's cool. Like they ready to fight the police about me. Like you don't, and I'll be like, it's cool. Cause what happens is somebody, where you at? And they come and get me and I get in. And then when I'm leaving, that person, I didn't know. And I said, it's fine. You're just doing your job.
Absolutely.
Next time. But what happened is the next time they might be working in LA, and this has happened before.
Wow.
That's Nuface, and yeah, I know he good, and it's no conversation at all. But imagine if I was, you don't know who I am, you won't get the same reaction.
Respect,
and it doesn't matter, and it's not for me, for how you think of me, right? But I think it's in me for you to control how you think of me. I put that up first.
Real.
I remember my ex used to say, you care what people think about you. And I said, no, I don't, but I do. But I want it to be for a great reason. I want you to think highly of me.
Right, that's right.
I'm intentional about that.
Absolutely. Because
I treat everybody with respect in the same manner. I want that same respect back.
Respect.
That's all.
That's real.
And it's simple, and I say this a lot of times. Like, support is free, but it's priceless.
Go ahead, bro.
It's got me on the Rock the Bells cruise, decorating the whole cruise ship for the first hip-hop cruise ship. And it started with a post saying, Rock the Bells is doing a cruise. I need y'all to tag LL Cool J and Rock the Bells in my post.
Wow.
And it was a lot of personal friends, but it was like somebody like Bun B of UGK saying, oh, I'll call him tomorrow and get you in contact with you. It was R.I.P. Gangsta Boo saying it's only right. It was T.I. saying he got to be there. It was like Little John. It was like people that I'm like, but also personal friends, personal
too.
partners, from the Junior Max to the Jerry Clarks to the Cali Shots to the, you know, like all ranges of people. And that's how I envisioned it. Like, we just know it's these people that are intrigued by the glitz and glamour.
Right.
So for them to see a Little John or Swiss Beats doing, that's great. But you don't see, like, these are my personal friends.
Real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram just stopped me from following, I guess the max is following 7,500 people.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm sitting up here and I'm meeting some great people I'm about to follow, and I guess I exceeded my match. But I'm going down the list and I'm like, no, but I know these people personally. Like, this ain't just like, and I'm really like, and I'm not even capping. I'm just like, I can't delete. That's
right.
That's dang. Wait a
crazy,
second,
bro.
And I'm looking for the people like I probably just met or notably, but no, I literally, and then
Wow.
and it hit me like, yo, your network is crazy,
bro. Like, all right, okay, all right. I'm working in Peachtree City.
Yeah.
I may have a network of, you know, 500,000. You know, may have your network is in the billions. Just who you know and who they know. That leverage, like you say, you know, my daughters, you know, like who I am, that legacy I'm leaving behind is, you know, social currency. Dope project by Terrence Lee, by the way. Classic.
Man.
Classic.
You heard that intro? You heard that Nuface was there?
Yes, sir.
I even created an acronym,
Yes,
translating
bro,
rhymes. Yeah, come on now.
Bro, like on the end of
Glitch in the system and what's there. What was his? Yeah, in there.
I told Terrence Lee that's my favorite track of all time. Glitch in the System. It is a remarkable track.
He's a great person.
Absolutely,
Great
bro.
friend.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's real, bro. Real. We're gonna get back to that too. We sure are. But with you becoming who you, let's take him back a little bit further. You said you didn't play any sports growing up. You actually, but I did also see you was kind of mean on some baseball. You was pretty good on baseball though.
Baseball and bowling,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Real.
But not enough to be. You see people, man. You know,
Right.
Al Bundy,
I know.
4 touchdowns in the game, poke high,
Four single touchdowns.
four
One
single.
okay.
You know, the only
Real,
sports brag I
real,
got was I
real.
do got a trophy, and that's one of my favorite pictures of me and my father. I got the trophy. I beat my coach.
Gotcha. Real.
And bowling.
That's what's up. That
was it. But I played them. But
Gotcha.
for me to sit up here and act like, no, I just stick with. And then if I do something, it'll be a surprise. But
Gotcha.
I'm letting people know I have no rhythm and I have no sports in my body.
Gotcha.
I play
Real.
video games
Real.
and I'm good with the hands with writing and painting and drawing.
I'm a little ahead, but will we ever see a documentary?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Come on, bro.
I tell people like I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? And if people choose to cover it and then be I'm a collaborative person. Like, my documentary won't be by one person. It won't be by one person. And if you're not okay with that, then I don't want.
I love that, bro.
Respectfully, I wouldn't want your piece as part of my story. Like, my story, like, as I'm thinking about it, my credits would probably be longer than a documentary.
Wow.
Because I'm gonna give so many people credit, because so many people believed in me and so many people did show up. You know how many people DM me like, I would love to follow you, and sometimes I'm open to doing that, and then they let me down. And then they don't show up, or I probably never see the footage, or whatever the case. I always feel like if no money never transpired, you owe me nothing.
Wow.
But I did provide you with an opportunity, and I put you in that room, and I spoke highly of you, and I think the ball was dropped. And then sometimes they drop the ball, and then they feel guilty, and we never speak again because
they can't face you again.
They see the next event that I'm at, and then it's like, man,
I dropped. Absolutely.
dang. And that's not for me, but I believed in you.
Yep.
And it doesn't stop. You're going to be great regardless. I never want to, but a ball was dropped because I love what you're doing, and I think it would have been great with my mission, but the universe will always prove who was supposed to be there. And that's why I say when I do have the documentary, it will be very collaborative effort, because so many shooters, so many photographers, so many, like, nobody will have the proof that I was there, because you know, I'm always comfortable doing it, but everybody say like, no, you need to be in the front, like, and that showed me, like, I be taking a picture, and that's what's been happening the last 5 years. They're like, no, get in the picture too.
Gotcha.
Nigga, get in here and stop that.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I'm comfortable, but yeah, a documentary, because I seen that Kanye West documentary, and they made
Classic.
$24 million, you know, and I'm reaching, but
Genius.
what the thing that I thought about was that Cootie followed Kanye West only.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I personally could tell that same story like 30 times about 10 different rappers, 10 different comedians, 10 different DJs, 10 different photographers, 10 different journalists, 10 different radio personalities. I can give you this phone right now, and this phone might just blow up because it's like 300,000 files like the last 12 years of my life. And then the phone before this is the 10 years prior to that, where I can put a life story together like the Kanye West doc about 30 different people. I can make a whole series like that because I was there during the very beginning of everybody's career. We're talking trap music, crunk music, bass music, big camp records, you know, everybody's Carlos Miller's first show on stage, Little Duval's first time on stage, Ronnie Jordan's first time on stage. I was in the DC Young Fly going from Vine to the stage, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Crime Mob first starting out, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing, I can tell that story, and not even tell a story, but if they need proof of concept or video, you know, right now they hired me on to be Trillville's doing a film called Welcome to Crunkville.
Wow.
I actually was starred as Little John.
Come on.
In it, but they needed me because it's gonna go bigger now. Shout out to Don P and Todd Uno, but they need a research person to, you know, kind of maybe they weren't dressing like that, or here's the proof for this, or here's that. So, you know, research and development, you know, so it's showing me that my purpose is going and leading me into the profit way.
Bro.
So to your point, like, yeah, documentary is coming, but to the Kanye West, that's the biggest motivation right there.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, he ate. What was the director? What's his name again?
Cootie and Chike. Yep. And he has, and that's what I got footage years and years from the first Freaknik. You know, they even used my footage for the Freaknik documentary.
Wow.
You know, so all those Source Awards I was at with a camcorder, like
it's crazy.
All these moments, and I always kept a disposable camera. Or I always kept a camera because I was a kid, and all these uncles and all these talk about. I used to have they had photo albums. You remember back in the day,
Absolutely,
family?
bro.
And that was the timepiece that everybody joined around.
Bro, it was a thing. Grandma's house, no matter where you were, bro. Look, you had a black one or a brown one.
Yep.
It was a thing, bro. Like, I remember. It was.
And I was the one. If I seen a cool picture, I was probably taking them. My aunt and be like, "Boy, who taking them pictures?" And I got them. But what happened was they knew that I was gonna take care of them. You know, that type of thing. But that's how I look at my Instagram page. It's like your family photo album.
Wow.
Because it's not really about me. I'm showing people's moments, and people be like, "I don't even have that moment," or you know what I'm saying. I'll do a post and say it's the 10th anniversary of this album, and the artist be like, damn, I forgot, damn, I forgot, damn, and then they'll post about it. And I was like, that's what I'm here for, like your reminder. They'll either use my picture or post, or they'll just make their own. Either way, the culture wins. I don't need to be credited. I don't need to be credited like so and so reminded, but if they do, that's a cherry on top. But people that follow me know, you know, it's a lot of people that use my posts, and the one time I don't do a watermark, they were like, Nuface said, oh, he got that from Nuface. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
My circle, my tribe kind of take care of me with that aspect because I don't do it for credit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what I did.
Real, bro.
You know, that's the difference. I don't do, you know, what Nipsey Hussle said, I don't trip off the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I'm worried about paying the dues. The credit will come.
Credit will come.
The credit will come with one of the greatest movies ever told when you're talking about rap fan.
Bro, that's real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about off camera. We spoke about Clarence, the Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about how everybody knew him. The world got introduced to him. I believe this was 2020.
Mm-hmm. Netflix.
But everybody was like, how, what, when, where did he come from? But one of those people, you know, if you know, you know. Nuface was there. If you know, you know. How does that feel, bro? Like just to know that you, sometimes it's not always about the, they say, if your dream don't involve a lot of people, you're not dreaming big enough.
Mm-hmm.
You are part of everybody's, vision in their life, bro. Like, so how does that feel to be in the backs, in the corners, and even in the limelight with them and establishing that throughout your journey?
It gives me purpose every morning. Because my goal is to like add value to myself, and these people help that. You know, I manage artists, ATL Hookah Queen, Quisha, Tone Marie, J-Lock, you know what I'm saying? Help with Jugman, help Fabo,
right.
Helped him get a Grammy on Killer Mike's album. So the question is, how can I add value to these personal friends? You know, I look at life as like a bank. You have deposits, you have withdrawals.
That's right. That's right.
And I always look at my relationships and my personal friends, not just artists, but am I depositing more than I'm withdrawing?
I love that.
Am I giving more than I'm asking for? So I'm very intentional. I'll call somebody just, how you doing? I love you. How's the family doing? How your kids doing? I'm out. I don't. What, and it shocks some people because they waiting on
It's not normal.
They're waiting on the
waiting for the bro. Where's the punchline?
Nah,
you know, like
bro.
what's,
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
My brother Cali Shots checks on me. I'm just checking on you. My
Shout out
brother,
to Cali
you know what I'm
Shots in the
saying?
building. Shout out to Cali
Everybody.
Shots in the building.
Jerry Clark, how you doing? He just had a leg surgery, you know, type of thing. But we have these conversations with family and children and everything. T.I. went. This is the king of the South, but
Come on, bro.
I'm recently at Trap City, which he owns. I'm like, I just went to your son's show, not Damani, but Messiah, which is known as Buddy Red,
Right,
and I
that's right.
seen
Come
him
on
do
now.
a
Come on
performance,
now.
and I'm
Nasty
like,
with it. Come on now.
and I did an interview with his daughter Eris, and I'm just like, bro, like, as a father, not no rap shit. Like, I'm talking to Clifford, like,
Come on, bro.
it's great to see it because as a father, this is what we want. We want to see your kids walking your purpose.
Flourish.
And so for Damani to say on the platform that I got with Scotty that he wanted his own path, that VH1 was paying him to be a part of this show and he didn't want to. This is a young kid that turned down $80,000
Come on, bro.
so that he can walk and be not separated, but just build his own lane, right?
Bro, they doing it his way.
But the sacrifice is this. You can't go on these family trips.
Gotcha.
So those are the type of stories that shape me. That we are not driven by money, we're not driven by fame, but how is this gonna build character and value in our community and our family? So to see him have a song called Family Connect with his father,
That's
and
right.
to see him perform this countless time, and I was there at halftime show at the Hawks, and to see him and like Damani, like now I'm able to be like, yo, I was there. I have his tour shirt,
on,
like, you
bro.
know what I'm saying? So just with him last night, and he's saying, yo, you every, you know,
Real, bro.
just like his dad was, you know,
Come on,
like his
that's
dad
dope,
said.
that's
So
dope,
that's
that's dope.
kind of what I do it for.
They gets hot over. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's real, bro.
And that's what I do it for. Am I adding value in these people's lives?
When you were in college for commercial design, what were you thinking then? What was your outlook on life then?
Man, I was very money driven. It wasn't, I went to class, and then most of my classes was at Spelman.
Gotcha.
Great, because it was
Right.
life drawing,
Right.
women. I was drawing nude models.
How did you do it?
And it was great, but I was very materialistic. And I'm coming from Detroit, and I brought my whole life to Atlanta. Like, I didn't want to live that responsibility with my mother. Like, I'm gonna leave my room and keep my room the way it was. No, I brought my whole world to CAU Brawley Hall. Like, cab, Greyhound bus to cab to dorm.
Wow.
And I left it on the curb to go register and just prayed that it would be there when I
came back.
because the brochure for Clark, Atlanta had the campus and then it had trees and bushes around it. When I got there, it was a projects across the street from the dorms. And it looked like Detroit. And I said,
it's
this
some bullshit.
is some bullshit. This was not part of the brochure. I thought I was getting away, and because my initial initial introduction was a college tour in Atlanta, and when I got here, it was a college tour, but then they gave us a couple hours to get away.
Gotcha.
So I got on MARTA, but this was a Freaknik. So I get on the
94,
bus.
95?
94. So I get there and I'm seeing Jermaine Dupri, and I'm seeing Benzes, I'm seeing girls with the hoop earrings, perms, niggas with Cadillacs and convertibles riding down Peachtree. I said, this is heaven.
Real, bro.
I need a reason to move back here.
Wow.
And Clark, Atlanta was, the college tour. I said, I found it. I'm going to college. Y'all remember Different World and Do the Right Thing?
Bro,
I'm about to live that life.
Lifestyle, bro.
So
It's
when
real.
I said I need a reason to come back here, and Clark, Atlanta was my reason. So commercial art was the motivation, and I did well, but my materialism kicked in because all I thought about was hustling. And I even was in a group of guys that the mission was to see who the first person was to get $10,000.
Gotcha.
I won.
Wow.
But that drove me very, like I did anything for money.
Gotcha.
Like I worked at Kroger's, so I would buy stuff from Kroger's, and I had a store in my dorm room. I sold everything from Kroger's.
Gotcha.
You gotta imagine, like when stuff was closed, my store was the trap. I had cereal, ramen noodles, drinks, chips, blunts, lighters, ramen noodles, sugar.
Sugar.
I had VHS tape. I was renting out movies. I had a Blockbuster. I was the only one with a PlayStation. Like, so people were playing NBA Live, whatever was out at the time. My room always stayed packed. And shout out to great people, and I always acknowledge my brother Phil, because one time I left and people were still in my dorm room. When I came back, he gave me a cup full of money and said, "This is the people that." He could have said store closed, or he could have kept the money, whatever. But my brother Phil Pascal was like, "This is the money you made while you left."
Integrity.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. To your point, integrity. That's the circle of people that I would hope the universe would align me with.
Real, bro.
And it did, but I was hustling in there, and it led me to my first apartment where it was filled with everything. But then me coming there and coming home from work with my girl who was pregnant at the time, my whole apartment was in fire.
Wow.
Up in flames.
Wow.
And this is, again, I'm a Detroit dude.
Right.
This is shoebox money. We talking that I'm the first person with 10K.
10
Nobody with financial literacy don't know what a bank is.
Come on, bro.
So imagine somebody looking through a burnt home, like there's $100, and it was all hundreds.
Wow.
Get that one, get that one, get that one, get that one, get that one. And going to a Federal Reserve, and long as there was a strip in the $100 bill, they would accept it.
Okay.
So imagine having somebody control your life savings. Like, that one's good.
Wow.
That one's trash. That one's good.
Wow.
That one's good. That one's bad. That one's good. That one's good. That one's bad. So imagine about to be a new father.
Go ahead.
And again, materialistic. Gators, Coogee sweaters, even some of my collection that I have to this day, you can't open the credits because of the moisture from the fire.
Gotcha.
You can't, so it's damaged. But again, when I talk about the material, that's when it changed for me, because it was like, all right, you can lose any of this at a drop of a dime.
Bro, come on.
So I started reading more. I started valuing life more. I started valuing genuine things that can't burn, that no one can take away from me.
Go ahead, bro.
Of course, I got a bank account.
Absolutely.
Of course, I got a bank account, and this bank ain't even here no more. Wachovia.
Classic.
Wachovia.
That's right.
So, that really changed my perspective, because I was a very materialistic person and only thought about money. And at this point, here I am with a new child, and like, what the fuck I'm gonna do?
Wow.
Now I don't have the money to provide for a daughter that's about to come in my life, and I'm a fashion-driven dude. What can I do? That's where Nuface comes into play. Her parents are from New York. I go to New York. Her father's a sheikh, but I go to New York, they take me to a place's fashion district.
Right.
Places that selling the Coogis and Nietzsche, all these famous clothes lines.
That's right.
The money that I had left, I invested in the clothing.
Wow.
Coogis, Fubu, everything, and I'm taking them back to Atlanta, selling them.
About 30 seconds of your time. I really appreciate your support. With every interview, my aim is to bring integrity and fun back to the culture, and I can't do it without you. If you're enjoying this episode, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. Back to the interview. But you made a gamble even on that.
Yeah.
You really, like, all or nothing. I invest in myself.
I knew fashion, and I needed clothes too, and I needed money, because it wasn't no other options. And one thing that I always say, like, whatever happens in my life, I never wanted a job.
I was just gonna get there.
I haven't had a job, like, checking in with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I owned the Avis rent-a-car, but before that, I worked at Hard Rock Cafe. I was a waiter.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying?
Here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And then when I tried a job, 9/11 hit. I went to go get my check. It was a Friday. They said, yeah, you can't come get your check. Something happened in New York. And I'm like, once again, condolences to everybody, but I'm like, I need my check.
Wow.
Rent is due.
Right.
I got a kid. Like, I don't, so, and that really taught me, like, I got to make sure I don't depend on nobody else. I have to be the one to fish. And if I don't make it, it's on me. So,
wow.
But again,
that is
fashion. And I had to make clothes for my daughter. So that's where the Nuface, it started with me selling clothes, and I recognized the Nuface on the block because I was new in Atlanta.
Real.
I'm buying clothes from New York.
Right.
And these are new clothes that came out. But me having no clothes, I would take shirts from Goodwill and write cool messages, and me and my daughter would match.
Wow, bro.
And people would see us out like, who made those? And I say, me.
Wow.
And that's where that comes from.
Guerrilla marketing, your own brand. I am.
And
I was
able
brand.
to go, in projects and sell clothes to local rappers, and then eventually be in music videos from Ludacris and Nard Hostin, who's no longer here, RIP, who wore my shirt in the Ludacris Georgia video. Georgia,
classic.
He in the video,
and
then Nivea, Little John. So these shirts started from again a house fire. It drove me to create something that So some people know Nuface as the shirt guy.
Wow.
Carlos, K-Dub wore my stuff on Who Got Jokes with on TV1, hosted by Bill Bellamy.
Come on.
Carlos, I drop a shirt off on him, he'll wear it on stage. You know what I'm saying? So that's where some people know me from.
Are you fearless?
Yeah. I have no fear because I learned from Will Smith. He talks about you'll find your success on the other sides of your fear. And so anytime that we do have those grumblings in the stomach, like I don't want to do it, but I run towards that now.
Real.
I run. Like it's stuff that I be like, even podcasts, people know me. I'm an introvert, bro.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
My house is set up like people that been it's a museum, it's video games, it's movies, it's maybe my kids, it's some candles, it might be a nice pretty girl,
Gotta keep
it's an ambiance.
Real, bro.
I would be fine at home. But Kenny Burns taught me, one of my mentors, the culture specialist, like once you create a brand, you got to become the brand.
Go ahead.
And it ain't gonna come to you. You got to go get it.
Wow.
So I created that Nuface was their brand as a way for me to get out. It's sometimes I go out or I see a flyer and I be like, do I want to? And then it's those moments, like those people that say, that the photographers or whatever want to follow me, and I'll be like, I don't. But then the next day I'll be like, I see if something online, I'll be like, fuck, I should have went.
Gotcha.
Damn, I should have went. Now I just go. And then what happens is I go, and then it happened, and I'll be like, that's why I was supposed to go. So I'll never, but I also don't deal with fear of missing out either, though.
Real.
That's the other side of it.
That's it, bro.
I don't.
Real.
If I wasn't supposed to be there, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't for me. It's a lot of times where I do have a backpack full of collectibles, and I see somebody having a moment, and that's their moment. I'll get it another time.
Gotcha.
It wasn't I was at the Verses with Jeezy and Gucci Mane. I had a bag full of both, but that was their moment, and me being there was enough for me.
How many people can even say that?
Yeah, right. So what do I look like going out for just to show off?
Gotcha.
People saw me on the Verses. They seen me and my phone was blowing up, and people, that was the most texts I ever got. Like, are you okay? Right. Like I was like, I've been in worse places than a strip club with rappers, but my phone was dying. Like people was like, everything okay?
Right.
You okay, New?
Right.
I see you by Gucci, man.
Right.
But I was like,
that's real, bro.
I'm glad to see y'all care, but this is just
right.
They ain't about to mess up no corporate bag.
That's right.
Now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They some street niggas. They ain't dumb.
They ain't dumb, bro. That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying. But purpose.
Do you feel like a lot of people are walking in their purpose?
No, because I try to like help people that are not.
You feel like you're obligated.
Yeah, or at least point it out.
Gotcha.
You know, I like what you're doing. I see somebody I like what they're doing. I do say, come with me, or come with me. Let me show you your possibilities. Because again, I manage and help artists.
That's right.
And I don't even like to say artists, and I'm not even the person to say that's my artist. But
it's cringy, right?
Yeah, I tell them that. Don't even say that. Yeah, I don't
know, bro.
I'm not that dude.
I know, bro.
I always say I work, and I went to Bronner Brothers.
Right.
And he said it first, best, Killer Mike, because he owns the swag shops.
Right.
And I'm part of that team. He got on stage and received his world award, and he said, I don't work, these brothers don't work for me, they work with me.
Come on, bro.
And, you know, and I learned this from Nipsey Hussle. It's called being integrated vertically. You know what I'm saying? Work. Don't be reaching up for. Work with people, peers that are right here. We can grow together, and I can go fast. I always say I can go faster alone, but I can go further together. And my phrase is always like, help me, help us. Like, why? I'm for the culture.
Come on, bro.
You only gonna win with me. Like, I don't know what y'all waiting for to like a moment to be like, oh, I'm sold. But I've been doing this like decades in, and people celebrate what I post, but you know, the real celebrate what I don't post. Because to your point, I'm in these rooms and we see things, and I could be the shade room and be like, it doesn't give me anything.
Right. You have integrity.
Integrity.
Real, bro.
Because if I'm out with my daughters, those people don't care about you being with your kids. Why did you post? You know,
absolutely.
It brings this different energy that I don't want no part of. I want love. When you invite me in love and respect. Now, if we have a problem, we all deal with problems.
Real.
You know, I always say this too. People that tell people about their problems, they want attention. They don't want a solution.
Go ahead. That's
so if you had a problem with me and you tell everybody but me, you don't want a solution.
Wow.
Because I think all it takes is communication. That's what a lot of black people are lacking these days, is pure communication skills. I see it day to day. They don't know how to tackle their problems head on. And again, what we just talked about, fear.
That's right.
I don't fear anything. If you have a problem with me, you should be cool to do it, because I'm going to do it.
Right, absolutely.
And if I talked about it, I already talked to that person. Any problem I done had, if I even said it on social media, me and that nigga done talk, or me and that sister done had this talk before, and we good. I just want y'all to know that I deal with stuff too.
That's right.
And that's the only reason I do that, because people see me and my lifestyle and think it's always up. But I'm a black man in Atlanta and moving through society with children, with daughters, that, you know, stuff that comes with that.
That's right, bro. That's
people
right.
on Instagram don't like to show, and they only show the finished product.
It's the highlight reel.
The highlight reel.
On, bro.
They don't show. They show the A and the Z, and they don't show that. And I'm conscious about just showing the balance of that. Like, I'm not out here trying to be perfect and everything like that. Once again, integrity.
That's right. Love that. During this journey, you know, as far as my artist management, how did Nuface know at this point in his career he was ready to take on, you know, the aspects of the management side?
Again, job, work are kind of synonymous. I don't like both.
Gotcha.
I don't like both.
For real.
So when I did it and it was so organic and it didn't look like work, because for both of them, one, Tonee Marie, I went to support a black-owned business. She was inside there. She did music. I seen her music.
It's like, wait a minute.
Y'all don't, I'm in my head like,
what?
You've been doing this and nobody said nothing.
Wow.
All right, cool. Quisha, coming from Atlanta's United Soccer game. She's on Edgewood filming a video. Her director said, that's Nuface. She sees me, greets me. Oh, Nuface, would you be the honor in being in my video? Great, been in the video. She sends me her music. And I had heard about her, but again, watched her music and everything. And then I did a promotion. You know, every month I do a promotion where I promote black-owned businesses.
Gotcha.
Just pay me and I'll put you on my page.
Right.
And she was one of the first ones, like, how much? Sent the money right over and did it. And I posted her page, and then you see like Goody Mob and Gip and J-Bo from Young. You just seen it went viral.
Wow, bro.
Off of my post. But again, it didn't never look like work. And all I did was throw her suggestion. Man, they got this contest where you could open up a birthday bash. She signed up for it. She won.
Go ahead. Wow.
Then we go to birthday bash. Then it's like, she always wanted to go to Center Stage and have her own show. She's performed there. I know Center Stage managed me because I'm always trying to figure out a way to get in there without paying, you know.
Absolutely.
Okay. I know Madeline. Shout out to Madeline. Thank you. Oh yeah, let's put a show together. Nuface presents Quisha.
Wow.
Featuring Tonee Marie.
Wow.
Featuring
bro.
Princess of Crime Mob.
Come on,
Featuring
bro.
Erica Duchess.
Wow.
Featuring some more. All black sisters walking in their purpose. All said yes. Nobody asked for nothing and said how much and my schedule permits and have your manager call me. It was just all organic. And we had a great show. People pulled up. Man, it was beautiful. I was able to see Quisha's name on Center Stage.
Wow, bro.
And didn't have to say Nuface. She was there with her mother and her son and her sister, and it said Quisha. She and I know why it's up there.
That's a W.
And she acknowledges it. That's just the difference.
Go ahead, bro. That's
the difference.
That's the win. That's the W. That's the purpose.
That's where I get the joy at. Tone Marie, we have so many countless collaborative posts. We do freestyles every week that from my inspiration. You should play this beat. I'll send her beats. She likes them. We'd be in the car. She'd be going. And I'll be like, oh, this is what it should look like.
Real.
This is what it should look like. And again, integrity. These are black women. We heard these stories. You don't have the story where I'm like Diddy and we Ciroc and the all that stuff. These are black women with families and everything. I treat that with integrity because I see a bigger picture. I see there's talent. It's not about what they can provide for me in one night of passion type thing. Bro. And I know it's hard from some people to
even fathom that that's possible.
Yeah, and they deal with that, and we all deal with that collectively. I seen in the post we did off the porch, and somebody said, he her pimp.
He's her pimp.
And I said, damn, that's where we are as a society.
Bro, like that low-hanging fruit, that type of...
Yeah.
And it is. It's number one, people are involved in groupthink. Let me throw that out there and see if anybody else agrees. It's sad.
And what happened was, to your point, somebody threw it out there and then 5 other comments like, yeah, you don't know Nuface. I see you don't. I see you just probably just don't know, bro. And that's what I do for those people. Like, yeah, I am humble, but because I know my intentions in my heart. But when I see somebody come to the defense when they don't have to because their name is attached to it. But again, it's like, yeah, that's small thinking.
Real, bro.
You know, that's small. Like I can do that.
That's easy.
And I think things would change. You know, everything knows that relationships are always over sex and money.
That's right, bro.
I always chose to equate that out of every relationship.
It could take down a nation on some Troy shit.
I got that post in my draft, and I'm going to post it, and I'm going to do it later. But I always want to say, what has taken down more relationships,
bro.
sex or money? Bro. And answering when this podcast come out, please address this. I want to know, but I think those are the two most things, and not just between men and women, but men and men.
Go ahead.
Women and women.
Go ahead, bro.
Father and daughter. Like
bro.
Every relationship, sex or money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I deal with this even with my children and the mother. Like money. Like if it wasn't for money, I would probably be a better father in somebody else's eyes.
You're saying something. Bro, we could go down a whole rabbit hole. Bro, you're saying something that, bro. My brother, and shout out to my brother Cage tomorrow. He often says this thing, like, it's all right, so yeah, look.
What's the name of What's the name of your brand right here?
Grandma Moscato. Shout out to Grandma Moscato.
Peach edition.
Yes,
Cheers.
sir. Yes, sir.
You're saving us.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you,
you're
bro.
keeping the integrity intact over here. Shit.
Bro, we could go down that, but I know what you're saying, bro. It's it'll never be enough. The finances, certain things will never be enough. My brother says, you could walk in Kroger and I'm just saying, like, he says hypothetically a lady could forget a card or whatever at home and a man offers her to pay the grocery, a stranger. She gets on the phone with her girlfriend and all this. Oh, this man is the angel. He did this, he did that. Another man could be paying the same thing. It won't even get a thank you or bro, it's all about perception. Yeah. And it's crazy out here, bro. I just heard even, not to go off on a tandem, but DJ Mustard, just had to pay $24,000 a month, in child support.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's, my dad, my brother, we all had the conversation like, man, regardless of what kind of money you make, who needs 24? You know what I'm saying? Like in child support, but perception. That's
perception,
just what it is,
and that's
bro.
what I deal with. With my children's mother. I'm sure she does. Look at social media and it looks rich. But
perception.
what
I know
perception,
what you're saying, bro. I do.
I haven't had to buy clothes. Ironically, we talk about being materialistic, and beforehand, I had Ticketmaster stubs. I always bought tickets to my shows. I have over 10,000 Ticketmaster stubs. This is me buying it, right?
Wow.
Clothing. I bought it for years, buying starter coats. You know, starter coats is big in Detroit.
That's a fact, bro. I think y'all were notorious.
Yeah, so I've seen people get robbed and killed and threw out bobolo boats for starter coats.
Wow.
So to full circle now, never have to buy a starter coat ever again. They send me clothes, they send me starter coats, they send me shoes to give the artists. They give me. I haven't had to buy clothes in 8 years.
Wow.
Because brands know, all right, we'll give it a Nuface and shit. Tomorrow he might be next to the mayor of Atlanta. He might be, you never know. But they see the value in it. Whatever their intention is, I can't speak for that. But I know because I gave clothes away. And I know what I wanted. And I know the kind of support I wanted and I thought I needed when I had my own brand.
Right.
That's all I'm doing right now. I'm mirroring the support that I thought I wanted then.
I hear that a lot with recording artists that become, the CEOs as well. I'm mirroring what I thought I should have had.
Mm-hmm.
Passing the buck.
And I always say there's support that you want versus support that you need. And I'll say it on your platform, like I would have shirts and I'll sell things and you'll see people buying them. And I'm looking for people with my last name or maybe a family member to buy it. I don't see that, but I might see a Lou Will. I might see a Jermaine Dupri. I might see a Fabo. I might see a Fiend. I might see a JT Money.
Wow.
But that's the support that I need. I don't get. I won't want that cousin. I won't want that. The one that be like, I was there as a baby. But to close it off.
Bro, you saying something,
to
bro.
To close it off is when I did the Rock the Bells cruise and I needed money to go there. Big Boy's neighborhood in LA.
Come on, man. Shout out to Big Boy, man.
I have to say this. I got a GoFundMe. I had a GoFundMe at the time. I saw it said Alexander, I won't give his name. I saw it, $1,000 donation.
Wow.
I said, what the fuck? And I Googled the name that it was under. I saw a picture of Big Boy and Michael Jackson and Big Boy. And I said, this probably was a mistake. And he hit me in the DM and he said, I love what you're doing. Keep going. I see you. I never met this man a day in my life.
Wow.
This man is on the West Coast.
3,000 miles away.
Gave me $1,000. Me. At the time I'm thinking in my head, I don't even think it's nobody I give $100 to right now. Like if I had it, but that meant so much to me.
Social currency. Wow.
And that's the support that I needed because it got me to New York. It got me on the boat. It got me a hotel room. Giorgio's, the owner of Giorgio's, gave me this outfit. But when I sent a picture of BET Awards, I said, man, I'd love to go there. And he DM'd me and said, what you mean? What you need? And I said, I just need to get there.
Real.
Action. He showed me the flight. I got you the flight.
Come on.
Then I stayed in the hotel. In my head, I'm always trying to just be lowballing. I said, he sent me to this hotel. I hate I don't know the name of it, but man, the lobby was on the 71st floor.
Stop, bro.
The lobby.
Nuface, I was just trying to get to.
And I'm at the lobby and I see Trick Daddy, I see Keith Murray, I seen Jeezy, and I'm like, oh, that's why he wanted me here. Wow. But again, social currency.
Wow.
Cause I just can't afford it. And I'm very humble. Like you don't see me out here flashing money. I always say help me, help us, because it costs. I don't have a car. I haven't had a car in a year, but I always said I want to make sure I never use that as an excuse.
Real.
Never. I hop on the scooter. People don't see me on them Lime scooters. People see me on the Marta. People don't see me on the passenger side of Cali car, J Mac car, Jerry Clark car, T Villa car, Tonay Marie car, Quisha car. Whatever it takes. The mission is the mission.
And my purpose will be fulfilled. That's your goal.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, bro, chop my legs off, bro. I'm gonna get there in a wheelchair, bro. That's
because the mission is the mission. And I know what it's like when I hear it, not to call it that, but an excuse.
Bro, I was Nuface. I want it because of how driven you are, how ambitious you are. When you do come in contact with people who are less ambitious, does it bother you? In a sense, when you want more for them.
There's a Rick Ross line that says, "In a room full of failures, I feel out of place."
Bar.
And that just hits so home because Because as subtle, as small as that is, like, it hit me. And when it's not even ambitious, it's negativity too. When people start to gossiping or talking bad about, I just walk away.
Wow.
It's just the way my piece is set up. If it's not about progression, evolution, and how we can uplift and build, I don't want to be a part of that conversation. Because what's that one when they say if you see two niggas arguing and you don't know who's right or wrong, you just see two clowns.
Two fools, that's right.
Two
That's
fools
right,
up there. I don't want to look like the fool.
Go ahead,
I want to be that voice of reason, the voice of value. So to your point, yeah, it do hurt, but I just said that today. I was like, man, I just start focusing more on me. That's where the switch came, because I was pouring more into people that didn't believe, and I believed in them more than they did themselves.
Bro, go ahead. I understand what you're saying.
And you don't get your return in it. And I didn't, because emotionally I felt drained and I felt used. So I said, all right, I love you, and I'm gonna love you from a distance, and I still clap for these people.
Absolutely.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes, bro. Like
that's the difference.
That part doesn't change.
Nothing changes.
I am who I am.
But watch me do it the right way. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me.
You spoke on Giorgio's. Your podcast, filmed in Giorgio's. How did that come about? When do you know it was time? When do you know you was ready for that?
Again, he needed content. He seen I was always there. Again, supporting before getting anything free.
Real.
He seen, if you watch 85 South Show, you see me give Snoop Dogg
That's right.
a Giorgio sweater and some glasses. Snoop Dogg had just gave Chico Bean his glasses.
Wow.
And then I gave him a glasses. He said, you see how that worked?
That's how it goes, bro.
And I went to Giorgio and said, I'm about to go to 85 because Carlos Miller called me and told me what's going on. Wow. None of this has to happen without, if everybody doesn't work in alignment here. You see, there's this constant.
What is the Nipsey Hussle? You said
vertically integrated. So none of this works if niggas holding their nuts. That's the one key thing, and that's always is consistent here. I don't deal with the gatekeeping and if I know an answer and I can tell you, I'll get it for you.
Real.
The answer. So to that point, so I say I'm about to be Snoop Dogg. He says, well, what you want to give him? He gives me something. Now your glasses and your brand is on the platform. They got 24 million subscribers and viewers, and it's Snoop Dogg.
It's Snoop, bro.
Isn't that valuable? You know what I'm saying? And
it's hosted the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
And it costs nothing. And it costs nobody. It costs probably,
I mean, you're right. That's pennies in the bucket. Real.
But as far as eyeballs on products,
bro.
It's priceless. So when he said, yo, I wanted to get something going on, what you think about doing a show again? I'm nervous. I don't like talking on camera, but if you see it, I'm with it. I'll get the cameraman to come. I got you. Set up the interview. I set up every call. I'm calling every artist. I'm finding us the magazines and everything, and I'm coming up with the questions. I'm coming up with the concepts. Right. And if the videographer doesn't come, you know what? I know Callie. Callie gonna shoot an episode too.
Shout out to Callie.
I'm not gonna say, oh, he didn't show, and I'm gonna cancel Young Jock or whoever we had at the time. But somebody didn't show, and I said, no, I'm not canceling this episode. I know Callie. He gonna shoot this episode.
That's right.
The show must go on, no matter what, and it did. But to your point, yeah, he believed in me, and he's a constant supporter. Shout out to Justin. He has Greenbrier over 40 years. I met his father, his son, the staff. Everybody's great. He's allowed people that I know to bring their brands into the store.
Gotcha.
And now it's been relationships with clothing lines from Roberto Milano to Gas to B-Wood that send me clothes at the store where I'm picking up clothes, or they mailing it to me. Now, isn't that social currency?
That is social currency at its finest.
And everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Like, I don't want to be in a situation where nobody, because that's what happens. People hit me up and they say, I want to build with you. And I say this. And I look at it and I say, you only using my bricks. What do I get from this? And this is the season of me asking, what do I get from this?
Bro, boldly. But are you uncomfortable? That's an uncomfortable state, correct? Like, as far as, man, like, shout out to Vito, he calls himself the humble giant. Like, to be humble, knowing the power you possess. But you say I'm walking in mine now. Like, it's my time.
Yeah.
Like everything you're doing, that's why I asked, are you fearless? Because it's not easy, like doing what you do and then jumping in front of, a podcast or, but yeah, because, like you said.
I'm real uncomfortable.
but you love being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the part of
I have to be, you know, because I've seen people that are fully assertive and fully comfortable, and they still don't win.
Wow.
You know, so it's not who you are, it's what's in you too. It's what drives me. What drives me is not dependent on anybody's satisfaction, because I have to go home and I'm just daddy, or I'm just somebody's son, or I'm somebody's friend. So that motivates me more than what anybody thinks. What do you know about me?
Go ahead.
So when people say, they look at my page, oh, you, well, if that's what you find, because everybody finds importance in different things.
That's true.
Too.
That's true.
Everybody, the glitter, and now I do a post and it be with Ross, but like Rick Ross is a personal friend, but I'll do a post and people that don't know, they just see Nuface and Rick Ross and probably think I made it. No, that's not. I made it.
Wow.
We're working. This is a building relationship that one day something gonna happen.
But that, even, so I'm bringing it back, even you saying that, with family or, child's mother, anything like that, someone can see that and say, hey, bro, you they can label you, their perception of you changes, everything changes.
Everything changes.
And no one says, this guy's going back to his daughter's just,
they don't see that
dad.
part. And some people see a post you was just with, why you didn't tell me? I say, that's a throwback post. That was 2 years ago. Catch up. You don't.
Real,
this is what I do.
Real.
My throwback. I could have your life in one throwback, and you be like, damn. If you just met me. You know what I'm saying? But that's off pictures, and people see the pictures. They don't even see you missing the conversation part. You missing the build up to that. You just see, and that's fine. That's fine. It's okay with me. But my value is in the relationship. The value is in me leaving your podcast and not just supporting my episode, but everybody moving forward.
Respect.
Me supporting this brand moving forward. Respect. Because not just because I had it today, because it's good.
Respect.
Because your content is good.
Respect.
And me reposting Jugman or Vito or T. Lou and DMing him and saying thank you. That's the value in that part. Me bringing Cali to this because I think he's a great person and moving in his purpose as well. I deal with purpose-driven people.
I love that, bro.
So that's the value I get from that. So when they see this interview and they just see the picture, they might be like, oh, another podcast.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So again, thank you. But that's what I do this for. The relationship. The currency from being social. And again, uncomfortability. I reach out. That people ask me, and I read a book called Shonda Rhimes called Year Yes. She just said yes to everything.
Wow.
And that changed my life because, let's make it happen. If I start thinking about it, I might
deviate.
I even told you, and I was honest. I said I don't have a car.
Gotcha.
And I'm transparent about that. And you replied how you replied.
Absolutely.
You didn't. You could have,
bro.
whatever it was.
We're gonna make it happen.
Whatever it was, and he could have, I would have found another way, but he obliged as well. Absolutely. And that's all I have is that. But I was gonna make it happen regardless.
What do you learn about yourself walking in your truth?
Truth hurts,
bro.
Truth hurts, because Quincy Jones said it like I'm living a life in a way that you're not gonna be appreciated right away. And I'm planting seeds that I'm probably not going to eat from. You know what I'm saying? I'm planting things of value that, that I thought forward to. And I am living from it. I don't want to say that, but it's deeper than this. Because, like, once a person like me is going, like, Trans Lee said it. He's like, to be a Nuface, you have to have started 10 years ago.
Wow.
Like, so what does, like, it's not, I'm a one-on-one, kind of.
Not even kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
You are, bro.
Cause but I'm not even talking about me. I'm saying, but what does that look like? Like, I'm here for the 50th year of hip hop, but who's that person for the 100th year of hip hop? And what does that look like? Because these artists today don't have physical product. They don't have a magazine. There's no posters on the wall. What are y'all doing for y'all future?
Wow.
That's my purpose. And once again, my favorite artist, Tupac, said, I may not be the one to change the world, but I guarantee I will spark the brain that will. Wow. So maybe, and that's the best part when I get these DMs and somebody says, I'm getting my Nuface on.
Come on,
bro.
That's hard,
yo,
bro.
I did this Nuface, look what I got. Or people showing me their collection, because I'm in this field where if you got more than me, I'll need that. I'm not in the field where you copying off of me.
Bro, that's real.
I'm not mad if you do what I do. I need people like you. I'm gonna win because the culture wins. If you like me, the culture wins. I don't need me to be the only one. I need more of me's.
Wow.
That's what people are not understanding. I'm showing you what support looks like, because if one, I had to show y'all, and I had to make it cool. It's the medicine and the candy, right? But again, once it's no me, who else gonna be doing this?
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And then Killer Mike motivated me because he said Nuface shouldn't have to pay to go to any events.
I love that.
So I stopped buying tickets and I just showed up and I let the universe take care of the rest. And 3 years now, I probably done been on stages. I done been on backstage and with no ticket at hand, wristbands in hand.
I'm everywhere. You ain't never there.
People showing me on Jumbotron. Oh, I'm on the big screen.
Bro.
I'm in the DJ booth. I'm green room with no ticket.
Do you ever arrive?
No.
I knew you would say that.
Because people say that when your movie coming out, or even people say this about when you gonna have a show, and I say have hands in maybe over 8 podcasts.
Wow.
Whether it's being on it, booking the guests, or being invited to show my collection on it.
Wow.
That's like 8 to 10 shows plus guest appearances on other podcasts. Me doing my show will hinder any of that. So what's greater to you, me having my own show? That's kind of the ceiling. I can do that, and I do have my own show.
Real,
but
absolutely.
That's just, to me, that's practice. That's practice.
Gotcha.
Me talking with my friends and doing and supporting Giorgio's because he believed in me. But as far as to your point, no, it's never ending, because hip hop is an ever ending proof. It's always gonna be a new artist that I want to support.
Real, bro.
You know, it's all.
You don't show. You don't. You know the mad rapper. Nah, fuck.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck this new hip hop. No,
I'm conscious of that as well,
bro,
because it's from the 21 Savages to Lotto, I got Earth Gang to new artists, because it's ever evolving. And then one thing is, do I like all of it? No. Do I have to tell y'all? But what I will do is shine light on what I do love.
Respect.
That's the difference. You won't find the post where I'm like hating and the mad rap.
You won't see that.
Why I gotta do that?
Do that for, bro.
Why?
Why, bro? Why?
It don't even do nothing with my spirit, because what happens is the comments, somebody gonna agree with me, and which is that ain't even cool with me.
Your name holds weight, so you do carry a lot of. You can't.
Yeah, and I don't want that on the other artists, because DMX said this on Drink Champs. He was like, whether you like an artist or not, this artist is responsible for up to 18 people's lives.
Bro, I think this was even, I think after when he said that about Drake.
Yeah.
He had to come back and renege or, apologize for that, because
that's why you'll never see me doing that, because I'm involved with the people that he's talking about.
Absolutely.
So I know what that looks like. So you'll never see me like, well, what I'm gonna hinder anybody's growth. I'm always pushing. If I don't like it, and there's some people that I kind of personally don't like, but if I like a song of theirs, I'm rocking with it.
I'm posting that. I'm showing love.
I'm showing love and everything. So it's just a matter of like, is it in tune with and does it align with my purpose?
Real.
And my purpose is always, does it add value? Is it showing respect? And is it culturally important?
Real. And
then to your point, is it holding integrity?
Real.
Are you able to look back? Because again, we're in this age where when people pass, they go right to their Instagram page.
Yeah, bro.
Start doing this. And I look at like Instagram or social media like hieroglyphics in Egypt.
Bro.
So once I'm out of here, like, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Whether I get to my documentary or not, you always gonna have that.
Absolutely, bro.
And then if you don't have that, you got my children. You know what I'm saying? You got the people that were around me to tell these stories that like, that's not cap. Like some people even have that thing. Like he's always happy. Like I mean, I deal with stuff, but no, the mission is the mission.
Come on, bro.
We're gonna show up regardless. We're gonna add value. You never know what's in my book bag.
Real.
And we're gonna have a good time.
Real.
That's it.
What's something you learned about yourself in the last year?
I am valuable. I am worth it. If you buy into this brand, you're gonna get your money's worth. That my brand should be monetized.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Always, be adamant about what's the budget.
Real.
Is there money involved? Because in any relationship, again, it has to be organic, but I don't feel like I never have to prove my worth. I'm at that point in my life. Like, back in the day, you go to job interviews and then you put on this.
Absolutely, bro.
And then you get the job, and then there's like this first 2 weeks of you and this your front man, right?
The dating stage.
Yeah, there's this.
Absolutely.
And I learned this again from hip hop. There's these artists that they turn it on and then they turn it off. I like it, but I reflect more the purpose of who you are everywhere. I don't want to have the off and on. So to that point, it's like, no, I'm me at all times. I don't have a off and on. So what does that look like? So now if people are asking me, or if I say my price and then, all right, cool.
Right, like.
Fine, no, thank you. Thank you for reaching out. God bless you, good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be like, I used to be like, well, I just did 4 million people watched my page and look at what I did for. It's fine, bro. It's fine. It's fine.
I know we all three can attest to that. That's
if I and it's like that in relationships, like, and that's how I am with relationships. Like, if I'm not that man for you, then that's fine. Then let's not beat around the bush. Let's kill that right there. That's right. Because I don't want to be that's everywhere. Any room. Like, I know even in rooms that I'm in, when it's my time to go, I never want to overextend my place in no room in nobody's life. I know my cue to go.
Come on,
that's
bro.
why I'm able to get to so many events.
Bro.
I know when my time is done here, I'm going to the next.
You don't overextend.
Don't overextend myself. I know my worth, and once the universe says, that's why I brought you here, I'm on to the next. So I'm back home.
Wow.
And somehow that'll be 3 different places, but hey, I know my worth, and once it's done, I'm on to the next.
Nuface was there. Father, brother of many, entrepreneur. Are you making time for yourself these days?
Oh yeah, every week.
Respect.
But every day.
Respect.
It's 24 hours in a day, and everybody has their choice to what to do with it. When I wake up, there's music playing. There's lo-fi meditation music going on.
Respect.
My room has a light that says love. I wake up and read my book of affirmation by Vonda Van Zant called Acts of Faith. Every day is a different affirmation. I read that personally, then I send that out to my circle of personal friends.
Love that.
I go outside, sit on my porch, eat fruit. This is all before hopping on my phone. Then I thank God that I woke up. But the previous night, I'm going to sleep and I'm saying, yo, God, you snapped today. It's no way you can top that. And it's
I love that, bro.
And it's like and it's like the big God up there, like, hold
up,
watch this,
watch this. I love that, bro.
Watch this, New. I got you.
I love that, bro.
Wake up tomorrow.
Real.
Be grateful for me, because that's the one thing when I pray. And it's probably been 12 years, probably since the fire. I learned that I stopped praying and asking for things. I only prayed saying thank you. Because he's done enough.
Wow, bro.
There's so many black men that were younger than me and older than me that I wish they were here. I wish they were able to see their daughter have children and have that relationship and to see their daughters graduate from college. And for me to get a memo from my daughter and saying, so-and-so is offering me $20,000, but I want a full ride, Daddy.
Wow, come on, bro.
And so my daughter to send me a video and say, I did the back tuck today, and to see the cheerleaders go, lyrical.
Come on now.
Like, I do that for those people that's not here no more, or the people that's like, dang, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff in my house that when the house got raided in Detroit, I went there and I grabbed VCRs, video game stuff, and I held it. When they got out of jail and I was ready to return it, it's like, I knew it was in good hands. You can keep it. Or it's people that's locked up and I still had their stuff. Like, I'm glad you was the one that still got it because I knew it was in good hands. So I know what I'm doing holds weight and value to a lot of people.
That's right.
I just got to keep that up as long as the good Lord has. But to your point, every day I'm like, Nuface was there. What does that mean today? Not yet. The highlight reels. No, today. Today. How can I be different today? And always, I look at myself like that horse at the race, that finish line. Mm-hmm. I'm a very adamant fan and supporter of Nipsey Hussle, and he always talked about the marathon.
That's right.
And when that brother talked, and he was like, I went through every emotion. I just didn't stop.
Wow, bro.
I went through every emotion. So every time I do go through something, I'll be like,
never let a hard time humble us.
Never let it.
Wow.
And then tonight, I'm about to meet Black Salmon's brother, and I got victory lap signed by his, so it's like to see him have to carry that legacy, or to see Lauren London have to hold that spirit, and she still be able to teach, because she taught me one of my greatest lessons, and she said it in one sentence. She said, sometimes rejection is protection.
Wow.
So it made me look like, again, I ain't got to sell you nothing about me. You don't want me, that's fine. That no is going to be somebody else, yes, and that's going to triple the worth right there.
Wow.
I only want to be where I want to be at, and where I'm celebrated and not tolerated.
I love that, bro.
And I always say my acronym is like Nuface unites fashion, art, culture, and entertainment.
Wow.
Now under fashion, all can excel.
Wow.
So it's like I have these mantras that like, nobody can take me off that purpose. And if you choose to, then you're going to have to deal with like these other people that I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Real.
Like I found out that I have this tribe, right? Where if I don't speak up, they will. So it's like, you want to deal with me or them, your decision.
Right. I'm trying to be cordial.
Trying to be cordial.
Real.
Because I see it, and Instagram is a powerful thing.
That's right, bro.
Because again, do I have the most followers? No. But quality.
Go ahead, bro.
Because somebody told me, like, and I see there's a way that people can see who follows you, and they be like,
right.
And I'm like, but that's, again,
go ahead.
These are personal friends of mine. Y'all look at them as superstars. These are people like the High Museum, Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys opened it up. Giants was their show. Did I get a ticket to it? I looked it up. The ticket said $550. Could I afford that? No. You know who sent me an invite? Swiss Beats.
Bar.
Integrity.
Wow.
You know who I met when I got there and got the autograph, and then I laid all my Alicia Keys stuff out, and she said, "Wow, you got all that," and signed that everything, bro. and I made a Nuface was there moment that, you got me in here, I'll do the rest. And T.I. asked me that one before. How can we help you monetize what you got going on? And in most cases, I think some people would have said money, and maybe I probably coulda or shoulda. I didn't. I said access. And he told Clay and someone else, and Clay always made sure that I was able to get access from State Farm to any comedy club to access. That's all. Just put me in the room. Because
right, go ahead.
I didn't pay, but once I'm in there, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that there's value with me being in any room you let me in. But it comes now it's gonna come at a price.
You earned that.
I hope I earned it. It's not for me to decide that, but I would hope you see the value so far. I hope you doing your research, because it's not. If I gotta sell, I might turn the money down.
Go ahead.
Because that's work.
Absolutely.
I don't want to work. They say once you find something you love, you never work a day in your life.
That's right.
I don't want to work. I want to be at all I wanted, because I don't have to pay for anything. But I got kids.
Real.
I got kids, and I got a mother that's on me a little bit now.
That's right.
So
Understand.
And just rightfully so. I don't ever want to make it look like she not asking what she doesn't deserve. But there's a cost.
That's right, bro.
There's this MARTA, there's these Ubers,
That's right, bro.
Niggas is there.
We gotta eat, bro. We gotta live, bro.
Gotta live. So that's purpose, though. Whether you give it to me or not, I'm gonna make it. But do you see the vision here? Like, you're not gonna lose with me in the room. Now, if you do, then you go from there. But
Real.
my track record speaks for itself. Look at the rooms I'm in.
Come on, bro.
We talking about the last 4 mayors of our city of Atlanta. We talking about my hero Dick Gregory.
Come on, bro.
We talking about, Pops from John Witherspoon. We talking about Nipsey Hussle. We talking about Scarp. We talking about Tip. I've been in this man's home. Talking about the swag shop on Edgewood. I'm there every day. With that, because the barbershop is for the community.
Right, that's right.
I'm there with black men, and
bro.
and I'm there because I remember seeing a Biz Markie documentary, and Biz Markie had a store, and Fat Joe had worked there.
Gotcha.
And people were like, Fat Joe?
Never knew. Right.
What you're a rapper. But he talked about it helped him being humble. I'm in there sweeping up. Even the barber's like, bro, you don't have to do that. But that's what keeps me humble. I'm sweeping up the hair and putting it in, taking the trash out, like, because I'm representing the brand of Mike and his wife Shayna.
Right.
I'm part of that. I don't take that lightly. So I'm helping them with selling the merch, helping every barber that's in there, taking the pictures for them, and adding value and being paid accordingly. So
real, bro.
Everybody wins. And this is not somebody off the street. That's
what I'm
Grammy
saying,
nominated
bro.
Killer
on,
Mike and his wife, right? So you see what I'm doing here. This is not for play. This is not for the street. This is like, do y'all see what you can get for being of value? And it cost me nothing to get on the Martyr and get on Edgewood and walk down from King Memorial and walk to Edgewood, and then go next door to our bar. And then now I got a show on Edgewood with Scotty ATL called Live on Edgewood, and I'm a co-host with Erica Duchess.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
all that is value. That's
bro. You can't. One of my favorite quotes in life is, "You want a fulfilling life? Give."
Yeah,
bro. That's one of my favorite quotes.
God gives to the givers, and I'm a testament to that. That's all I try to do. I ask a lot, and I'm very adamant. But what I notice is it'd be a hard yes. Because people like, you probably should have been asked. I got you, or thank you. And I never want to overextend it. So that's why I'm very adamant, like with the text and how you doing, and being grateful. And if you see me post somebody on social media, it's because they really impacted my life, personally. Me making these shirts and me talking about painting, I was listening to Big Crits, and I was listening to T.I., or Killer Mike, or Royce the 5'9", or Elzai, or Trans Lee. The first painting of Trans Lee I gave him over 10 years ago was "Does Anybody Love Anymore?"
Wow.
That was the name of that song. And he said this 10, 15 years ago. And the question that he asked, I'm please post a link in your thing or play a clip of that song in there. The song was called "Does Anybody Love Anymore?" And then I drew a painting and I put a question mark, and I turned the question mark, because the question mark goes this way.
Right.
And I made a heart. Question mark love, and I put "Does Anybody Love Anymore?" And I presented that to him when he performed on Old National Highway at Throwbacks. Gave him that paint, and that paint is still on the wall at his studio. Wow. And I featured on his album twice. Absolutely. Social Currency. That's
right.
And he's been a part of multiple shows that I've invited him on. He called me today. I've called him multiple. That's my brother, my friend, a personal friend. He is one of the greatest songwriters of our time.
Bro, all right, so now, let me give you, he knows this. He was my 100th episode. Trans Lee is that guy is like, I revere him as a songwriter, as a man, what he stands for. Bro, like, just to have him on the platform as well. Yeah. It's like those personal Jay-Z's. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't care about the glitz, the glam, how far.
He don't.
He
don't. And again, that's one of those people that, like, when you talk about, do you see it more for somebody else? But that's somebody I'll never give up. It don't matter. Whatever your path is, because I know what's in you. And I'm like, bro, and even Tip seen it. You seen they did Case this way. So it's not just us, but it's just something that once they know and they get on, boy, he one of them ones.
Like yourself.
Food.
Like the elevator, the stairs. bro, Translee's just gonna have to take the stairs, bro.
Yeah.
He is one of those.
But
like,
what happens is the music that he makes is no expiration date on it.
bro, that's
the difference. So once
bro,
you
absolutely
so
right.
maybe he will have a song and it hits, and you go back to the song 10 years ago,
bro.
Listen to it, please. Do y'all listen to lyrics anymore, or do y'all just skim
wise
through it?
man learn from the mistakes of others, bro. Like, like this guy is different, bro. You know, like, bro, we got
Yeah.
each other. What about favorite tracks, bro? Like, but yeah, man, he's
His
different.
purpose is different, and he's motivated by the loss of his mother, and as a black man, that would drive you to the moon and back.
Absolutely.
Look at Killer Mike, his progression. You know, R.I.P. Niecy, 3-time Grammy winner. Brother of mine, Carlos Miller, had to do a show the day he got the news of his mother.
Wow.
Show don't stop. He went out there and ripped it. So it's like, yo, what are we doing here?
Wow.
And that's what I do, because this year, man, God,
Just
damn.
been
And it's like
one
the
of
way
those.
the algorithms, or just the way the cycle is, it's like I mourn personally, but you don't give society time to mourn, because every morning it's like you look at the phone and like, oh shit.
something.
Or
Something
they're
different,
killing
something
off somebody that ain't really dead yet. And it's like, or, you know, I had got the news earlier, Wanda Smith from V103,
That's
RIP
right.
to that queen.
right.
It's like people like say, oh, you got the scoop with that. And I was like, that's not that though. Like that wasn't what that's about. That was a sister. That was a great friend of mine, a legend in this community. I don't look at it like the scoop. Like I kind of hate being the bearer of bad news,
Bad
because people are calling me like, is this true? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's true. So it's like I deal with that too. Like, dang, I gotta be that one to
Right.
say that
Right.
to these people. And what does that look like? And then the next post might be me last night winning a Halloween costume with a bottle
bro.
of, you know,
Right.
it's like,
It's not easy, bro. I know it's not. I know
I
it's
know
not,
it looks
bro.
like a robot, but I got emotions
That's
here.
right, bro. That's right.
And I'm just posting, but you know what I'm saying? I just had to drive all the way to North Carolina to see my daughter coming from Atlanta and drive right on back. And then somebody saying you don't get to post her because you're not in her life like that.
Wow.
You don't get that luxury of doing that because you don't do enough. Okay.
It's a sad world we live in, bro.
So it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but we have to eternalize that shit. And what does that do for us? Because it's like, I'm talking to the children, and
ahead, bro.
and it's perspective. It's perspective. I have communication with them. They got a bank account. If they need something, I send it right to them.
That's right, bro.
I send it to them. No middleman. No middleman. We always want the middleman. And then when the last time I got a middleman, I won full custody of my daughter.
Come on.
With no lawyer. Nobody wants to do that, but we just see there's a bigger picture.
Absolutely.
And I know with that you want this instant gratification. I understand it, but it's gonna take time.
It does. It does.
And bear
bro.
with me, because when it do, I always say this: the one thing when it hit with me, it's gonna tenfold the reward is tenfold. I think the world, the city of Atlanta and the city of Detroit and my family will all win with what I provide
Come on,
to the
bro.
culture.
That's right. That's right.
You just gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's out here starving. Nobody's. Just bear with me.
Right.
I understand.
Marathon.
It's a burden for a lot of black women, but you gotta understand. No, I don't want you clapping for me, but just.
Bro,
I see y'all celebrate a lot of niggas that don't do nothing for the children.
Integrity.
thank you.
And I think that, and it's
Wow,
not even
bro, you saying
for her personally. I just
No,
I see,
you're saying, you generalize. You're saying some
yeah,
honest.
I see some women celebrate a lot of niggas that do the minimum, and I feel like I don't do the greatest. But bro, what I do, no, I don't need roses at my feet. See,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
absolutely, bro.
I'm a little bit different.
And that's the reason.
I'm different.
Bro, like, that's the reason.
My presence is a blessing.
It's a bar. Real.
Right? The stuff, even they read books because Tupac, Afeni Shakur,
That's right.
taught me when he got in trouble, rather than disciplining him by whooping and abusing, she put a book in front of him.
Wow.
I did the same thing. There's none of my daughters that I had to be aggressive or abusive with.
That's right. That's right.
But when my daughters got in trouble, I'd probably take their phone or social media or something, but books. It got to a point where if I seen them reading a book, I probably knew they did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I seen what Karma under a tent with 5 books, the Bible. I said, oh, what she did. You know what I'm saying? Right. But again, that's something that Afeni Shakur, my daughter was in Tupac's kid camps for the summer.
Wow.
And they taught creative writing, poetry, dance, and every summer they ended it with a play. But during that time, I got to just be in the room with Afeni Shakur, one of the greatest out of our times, mother. I was at the premiere of Tupac Resurrection, sitting next to her.
Wow.
I have a double XL with her on the cover, and it says "Love and Respect, Liara and Nuface," like autograph. This is Afeni Shakur, a revolutionary Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? We know the fruit that Pac fell from. I knew that. So it's like, it's just a little bit different. My value is never gonna come from money because I don't look at money as the value, but I know it's needed.
Social currency.
Social
it comes
currency.
From this, my currency is different from
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, bro. Like,
just know my heart,
bro. I understand 100% what you're saying, bro. Like you, bro. Like you know, it's 9 out of 10 men that go, you know, like punch in, come home, Al Bundy it,
Yeah.
and it's like.
And that's what I'm saying. My daddy was different even when I was heavily and lived in the house with them. I was dropping them off at school, going to the Avis. I owned the Avis, going to the Avis, picking them up from school, doing the homework, cooking the laundry and everything, and then tucking them in the bed and doing the Nuface shit at night. Driving from Fayetteville to the city to doing Nuface shit. Coming back and resting and going to bed like, oh shit, this
showing up. What a day.
What a day. Not processing it, trying to process it, but being there at 6 in the morning when that alarm hit, like ready,
bro.
Ready. That does something to you.
Absolutely, bro.
But that was what I needed though. It kept me going. It kept me because they saw I wasn't out here partying for no reason.
Thank you, bro.
They seen the picture with a DJ drama. They seen the picture with a Killer Mike. Carlos holding the shirt or wearing the shirt, or they seen it on TV, so they seen there was a purpose. The text today, I was like, my daughter sent, she was like, that's why I'm in the creative mode, because those days of seeing you on the floor, she says, Amaya, no Larry, all seriousness, my creative side is coming out, and every time I just imagine you with that pink blanket on the paint, with all the paint on it, on the floor, with music blasting, vibing in your zone, the days.
Wow.
This is my daughter, who's now 24 and graduated and has 2 degrees in college.
Come on, bro.
My bonus daughter, by the way. Not
Right, bro.
Again, this is because we're communicating and we still have a great relationship. But it's like, you got to understand these people are watching. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about being a cool dad. Just think about being there. They watching. They paying attention.
Absolutely.
And it won't. They won't remember the things you bought them. They remember how you treated them and the time you put in.
Absolutely, bro.
They remember.
That's right, bro.
Presence over presence.
Bar.
My presence, and not the presents. I'll give the present, and in the future that will come abundantly.
Absolutely, bro.
But the time that I put in, just know that, and that's the other thing Shonda Rhimes taught me in a bar for every father out there. Say you have an event at 10 o'clock, right?
Right.
So what happened was when she used to go out, and any father to go out, your children are probably at the door like, Daddy, don't go, I miss you, and you don't.
Right.
Start your going out the door process an hour early. So it's 9 o'clock instead of you leaving at 10. Act like you're about to leave at 9. Your child said, Daddy, I'm gonna miss you, don't go, I wish you could stay and read me a book. Turn around and say, you know what, I'm gonna read that book with you.
I love that.
Read the book with them.
Wow.
Play with them, do everything. They might be asleep by the time you finish it, but they'll remember that you put me first.
Wow.
Whatever you had going on, they don't care what you got going on. You said, you know what? You turned around and you spent time with me.
That's right, bro.
I did that constantly. Once I read, but before I did that intuitively, but when I read that book and I seen the position that she in, I was like, no, this is like outliers. Certain people think like this. So do that. When you out with somebody about to go out somewhere,
I love that.
show somebody that and it's not just with children, show somebody that they worth it. It's even with a woman or a girlfriend.
Ahead, that's right.
Do the
Absolutely.
same thing that somebody that you feel that are valuable to your life. Show them that. Show them your worth, that you're willing to put them first. You're going to do your still. Everybody wins. Let me do this.
Everybody wins.
But I'm here.
Priority time.
You my first thing right now. This is a woman. Oh, she gonna take care of you before you leave, or when you get home. If it's a child, they gonna love you forever. That's because I got the proof with my daughter right there. She seen me painting on the floor with shirts and painting in the middle of the night when they sleep. And this is again school. No excuses. I was painting shirts, multiple shirts. I got photo albums full of shirts.
Wow.
But I knew that it was gonna lead me somewhere. I didn't know, but
didn't know what.
I love this right now.
In the now, seeing this right now.
I love this right now. And right now I love showing love to black-owned brands and getting out of my comfort zone and talking on microphones and being in front of cameras.
Real.
And still just being a fan and walking around with my book bag and getting autographs.
Respect.
All that's extra.
Real, bro. Let me ask you this, man. With all that, is it better be loved or respected?
Respect it.
I'm going to go with 99.1.2% of my guests have said respect. Why so?
It lasts longer.
Wow.
It lasts longer. And with love, people will remember, what do you say? You'll say yes 9 times. They'll remember the one time you said no. They won't love you anymore.
Integrity.
Respect is not dependent on, to me, it's not transactional. Whether Khacki does anything ever for me, ever in life, moving forward, yesterday, I respect this man for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And there's multiple black men in my life for that same Ray. Ray Daniels was featured on a magazine article on WSB about his life. And then in this article, he said, you should respect a person like Nuface. He's a gem to the city.
Wow.
That's respect.
Wow.
Anytime I'm in the room with him, he acknowledges me with respect. Never done any sort of business.
Right.
I know his accolades. I know everything he's done. He's rich and lives in the big house and all that. When I see that man, it's respect.
Out of respect.
The God Show. I was and his show is Goats and Underdogs.
That's right.
I've been on this show 4 times.
Come on, bro.
That's not love. It could be love. It's respect. Respect with me. Once I respect you forever. It's people I post on my page I don't love. But you've done something for me once, and I respect that. I don't love how you treated me. But that's not for the world to know, and that's for anybody else to know. I'm not gonna. T.I. says this. However you feel about me, you gonna respect this hustle.
Real, bro. That's right.
And that's R.I.P. Clay Evans. How you feel about me personally, you gonna respect this hustle. And hopefully I did nothing to make you taint it, but it's stuff I did out here that it's not normal.
Bro, that's a fact.
Respect that. Fabo, Laffy Taffy, great artist, is now a Grammy winner.
Absolutely.
Fabo, because he trusted me and Killer Mike trusted me to get them in the room together. And now Something for Junkies features Fabo.
That's
and that album wins 3 Grammys.
Wow. History.
Recorded in Stank On You. Same studio owned by Outkast. History. Because I was there. The same day Killer Mike's walking me to the back, I want to introduce somebody who was Shine Barrows.
Wow.
Who was just recently and was able to come to America after the long stint.
Absolutely.
And Killer Mike is introducing me to Shine.
Wow. Like, come on, bro.
That's respect. Right?
Wow.
That's respect. When I'm going to Trap City Cafe or the Trap Music Museum, there's a room called the OG room.
Right.
That's the room full of my collection. That's respect.
Wow.
When they were being built and they said there's no way y'all can do this without Nuface, that's because Maya Bailey from City of Ink reached out to me and said there's kind of no way y'all can do this without input of Nuface. That's not love. That's he knows what I do. Y'all should include him in this.
Wow.
That's respect. No matter what any of these people do ever again, I respect you. You got me for life.
Real, bro.
It takes one time. That's it. Me and you. Hey, you never have me on this podcast ever again, but you gonna get tired of me reposting you.
Bro, you will.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
will be back on this podcast.
You gonna see me adding your and followed it. Yo, who is
Love,
next
bro,
guest?
love,
Or I'm gonna
bro.
hit you in the DM. Do you want this guest? Like, I only want to be like, yo, I was here not the beginning. I don't know your journey, but I'm gonna show you my value, and it's not just me being on this episode. It's gonna be telling my artists, I think you should check this podcast out, not just to listen. He'll tell you.
Right. That's
I sent him the DM. I said, this is the podcast, and then he knew.
Wow.
It's your. I would want anybody I work with that their work speak for
Absolutely.
itself.
That's right.
Because that's the thing. While I'm a manager, I'm not paid to talk for you. I tell people I get you in the room. The rest, because that's what people did for me.
Real.
Now, if I am a manager and I'm paid for that, I'll speak a little highly of you.
Right,
but I
right.
would hope that you're man enough and adult enough to be able to speak for you and be truthful in you, because you ain't here because of me.
Real.
I don't never want it to be like,
Go
who
ahead,
brought
bro.
this nigga in here?
Bro,
Nuface.
not like this.
Because when you get somebody a job at a McDonald's and then the nigga don't show up,
So you.
Where your man's at?
Your man's at.
where your man's called off. You talk to your boy, it's always your
It's your
boy.
boy.
Or even parents.
real,
when
bro.
your daughter do
That's
something
real.
bad, your child is acting. Now it's my child.
It ain't your student, don't worry.
Oh, now it's my baby.
That's real, bro.
It wasn't my
That's
baby
real,
last
bro.
week. Not,
That's
oh,
right.
okay.
That's
Now,
right.
okay.
That's right.
So that's the difference.
Let me ask you, man, why do you care?
Because a lot of people don't.
Integrity.
I wanted to be the first person to ask you that.
A lot of people don't. And Nipsey Hussle read a book that I read called The Purple Cow.
Go ahead.
So in The Purple Cow, think about this. There are no purple cows. But if you've seen a pasture of cows, 100 cows, and you've seen this one purple cow, the next day, what you going to remember?
The purple cow.
So when I'm in a line with artists, rappers, and I'm sit there, because I was always going to play the fan and I wait my turn, but I'm watching everybody. Can you do this? Talk to my this. Can you? I come with a piece of art or a t-shirt and I say, I love what you do. Man, I appreciate that song, number track on this. Love and respect, man. I brought this as a gift from you, courtesy of Giorgio's or Brewood or Trap, Killer Swag Shop. Love and respect. I'm out. Oh, also, I got this autographed copy of Nas, Scarface, and you know what I do. Maybe you want to sign it. Oh, shit, you got that? Oh, bring the camera. Oh, shit. Who they gonna remember?
Nuface was there, baby.
Who they gonna remember?
Wow.
And to your point, I'll just show you the proof.
Right.
So look,
Wow, bro.
Nipsey Hussle, South DeKalb Mall, Victory Laps comes out. Again, to your point, I'm waiting in line. Yeah, and I'm with my daughters,
Come on, man.
right? And in my
Wow,
hand, you see
bro.
Victory Lap cassette and the CD, now
Wow.
autographed by him. 2 months later, I'm at Opera on Crescent Avenue for an event. I take a selfie with my friend DJ Kerosene, and just to your point, here's those same cassettes, because my goal is,
Classic.
and I'm manifesting. Big Sam is there. Maybe I'll get this autograph because he is featured in. Big Sam is his brother.
That's right. That's right.
He's inside here. So a month later, I take this selfie with my brother DJ Kerosene. In the back, Nipsey Hussle is like this in the background. Great photo bomb. Nipsey Hussle is in the back of our picture.
He photobombed
Yeah.
in the back.
But what he says to me next shows the difference, a purple cow. He says, you don't remember me? I remember I met you and your daughters. Right?
Integrity.
Wow, bro.
This is Nipsey.
It's Nipsey telling you.
This is what fans usually tell artists. This is Nipsey Hussle saying you don't remember me. Nigga, of course I do.
Dude, right. Humbly.
Nigga. But it stood out, and it's to the testament of the Purple Cow. How are you different? How are you different? That's what, when you say, do I love it and everything, that's how can I be different? Everybody's not caring. And what do I get out of it? And then the agenda is, what do I get out of it? You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to air this episode. This conversation is enough for me.
Respect, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Even you thinking like that is crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Brother, you are a gem. You are a gem.
Thank you.
You know, it's, you know, like over there in the pasture by yourself, the Purple Cow. Well,
I want more Purple Cows though. That's
and I know that's what you purpose. That's what you're doing.
That's the intention. Is I don't want to be the only Purple Cow, but look at what comes with me being a Purple Cow. Do you not like that? Well, or maybe you don't. You know, but it's again perception. Everybody's little future is different, but I like where I'm at. Loved and respected.
That's right, bro.
Able to walk in the room, not feel out of place, feel at home.
No enemies, nothing.
Don't
just
pay for food or drinks and live off, and haven't had to pay for clothes in years, even getting paid to wear brands clothes.
Wow.
Paid to post on Instagram when there was a time when some women said you stay on that phone. And now look, I'm getting paid to be on the phone. Or that's my ATM. That's the only means of income is the phone.
Wow.
So it's like being different and being adamant about I don't want to work for anybody. So if that one person says, well, we want to hire you, but you can't be with it. As soon as I hear can't, I'm fine.
Integrity.
I'm not the person for you.
Real.
Because if it's the non-compete clause or if the
That's right.
Or you saying what I can't do, I'm already
out. It's not.
You just count me out. Because if I'm not allowed to show love to who I want to at any given space, I'm just not the guy for you. And you should know that already. It's like when people
they do.
It's like when brands associate itself with rappers. You knew this rapper before you got there. Now
that's right.
He says one thing and now
that's right. Right. That's right.
Oh, you thought Future was not toxic? Now you shocked. You heard March Madness and
right. We didn't know he was gonna get that Future.
Bro,
that's
come
real,
on.
bro.
You heard Rick Ross song, I think
Absolutely.
I'm Big Meech.
Right.
And he thought this was a great
Absolutely.
idea. Now you cycling it back because the corporate
That's real,
shareholders are holding their nuts and
That's
his
right.
palms are sweaty.
Real, bro.
You don't have to deal with that with me. I come as I am. There's no on or off switch. All I want to do is any income that comes is got to go to the kids.
That's real, bro.
And pay these bills.
That's right.
With that, which we all got. That's all. And I don't live above my means.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? People see where I'm at, and it's like, hey, I'm grateful for it all.
That's right, bro. That's right.
Stay grateful.
That's right.
That's it.
Absolutely, man. While we on that, time or money, which one means most to you?
Time.
Respect.
And that's the value of Nuface was there. It's
Real,
not
bro.
about even the picture or the celebrity. It's the presence. It's like it's called being in, that's the entendre of the meaning. It's being in the moment. Yeah, I do put my phone out and document it for the culture, but this damn, like I didn't pay for this. People rallied around and got me into this, and now I'm backstage and I'm the drinks, I got the free merch.
Wow.
Like dang. Time well spent. Because I'm speaking about the time that I put in to get here. A lot of people wouldn't put in that time to get here. That's the difference. They see me. They even say, can I go with you to the event and pull up with you? Why would I spend those? That's 10. You know, I always say that. What you see, what they say, you're not paying me for the 10 minutes it takes to do the job. You're paying me for the 10 years, the lifetime it took me to get there. To do it in 10 minutes. You paying me for that. That's what they don't understand. You're not paying me for the, I can make the phone call, but I'm sacrificing this relationship.
That's right, bro.
If you do wrong. I don't even care about my money, but if you do wrong, then that's on me. That's what people not understanding with the, can I roll with you and can I pull up with you? I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. No matter how much money. But again, it can happen. But understand, you're not paying me just for that 10 minutes. This comes with a lifetime
Absolutely, bro.
of relationships that come with that. And I don't jeopardize that for nobody.
That currency for my social currency, bro. I love that, bro. I love that.
So if a moment arises and they say access or would you like to be paid, I'm always take the access and the time. The time, even when I think about my kids, money was never involved. It was always time. There's money involved, but I'm talking about looking back, the time was the most important.
Right.
And that's what they remember now.
That's right.
And my older children remember the time.
That's right. Absolutely.
We never even had a discussion about money. They ask me for money and I give it to them. Like that discussion is so transactional,
it's just paper.
But it's not attached to emotion.
Right. That's right.
They remember the time that I gave to them. And even people, for me to call them, they remember the time.
Real.
Or you see our phone chat. It's me 10 years ago, I was with you. 5 years ago, Scotty ATL. I'm sending him pictures 5 years, 8 years ago today, 6 years ago today. Every time on a journey. Just, Killer Mike said I'm like the Watcher and Highlander. Like, just documenting the culture, and I'm just taking screenshots of people's lives on their journey, whether they up or down. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Was I there? And did I add value? It's a goal.
Brother. That is so dope. That is so dope, brother. Bro, let me ask you, man. Nuface, when it's all said and done, what will your legacy be?
Hip-hop, family, love. Those three things stand out the most, but did he add value to the culture? Every person to say, did he show love? And did he fucking love hip-hop? Did he put hip-hop on his back from being a fan to being in the industry, but never forget what got him in this? Because my father took me to my first hip-hop show. So even with that, no matter what, I'm introduced to hip-hop because of my father.
Real.
So I get family and hip-hop all in just my whole purpose in life. He didn't have to do anything after that. He bought me an Adidas suit, him and my cousin, and we went to a rap show, and this was Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and Run DMC.
Wow.
And when Run DMC said, if you got Adidas, take your shoes off and put them in the air. I saw everybody else did it, and I thought, damn, I got Adidas.
Wow.
I see what you
did.
I see what you did. So when people ask me how long I've been collecting, that was my first ticket stub. I still had that ticket stub. That's how long I've been collecting from that first hip hop show, because I seen people that look like me, people who didn't, people older than me, people younger than me. When I went to school with the Dr. Dre Chronic tape, I was the only one with it. It passed around the school like a folklore.
Right.
People looking at the credits and
Right.
I seen something that we could be proud of. I remember being in museums and we go to field trips and you seen Rembrandts and Van Goghs and seen artists celebrated. They didn't look like me. They didn't look like us. Now with hip hop, we can celebrate. We got Trap Music Museum. We got Rock the Bells Radio. We got radio stations that celebrate people who look like us, and they are now entrepreneurs and have businesses and brands and everything that they can give to their kids. That's hip hop. That's what I do it for that. And I can always be comfortable being a fan.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? But did I add value to the culture? That's the other side part. Fab Five Freddy, seeing that brother being there for Run DMC or in the dungeon Stank on You. He was there interviewing in that space. Shaheem Reed writing the words. Daytron Thomas, Elliott Wilson writing the words to what we read in XXL and Source Magazine. David Mays creating these magazines that I would read religiously and still have a collection of. That's what got me here and trained me for Ozone. Julia Beverly, Ozone Magazine. Because she put artists on magazines. Sometimes I'm looking through the collection. She put artists on magazines that wasn't on those major Source and XXL. So for artists like Plies or Trioville, they were on the cover of her magazine. And I'm pulling up with that magazine with them. Scrappy, and they love that. And I do that for those type of people. The underdog. Like Ray Daniels, that was show Ghosts are underdogs.
That's right.
I rep for those underdogs that just, y'all didn't see it, and it's okay. And I don't care when you see it. You're going to see it eventually.
See it. That's real,
and no matter when. Because I got 100 people that do. I don't focus on the one that don't. That's the difference. I don't even focus on the one no.
Real, bro.
Focus on all the yeses. I ain't got time for that. Because that's negativity. That's a part of the negative left side of that brain.
That's right.
I focus on the love. Who's reposted that post? Who reshotted me out? Who, when I said tag Rock the Bells, who did that? Who said Nuface was there when I didn't even ask for it? Or it's official now that Nuface was there. Who created that?
Wow.
Or you're the Where's Waldo of hip hop.
Come on, bro.
You're the cultural history, like stuff that I didn't come up with. This is people. It's official now that Nuface was there. That's something else that grew legs of itself. So that part is what I do it for, and that's the legacy of like, what does there mean? Are you there? I want people to say I was there too.
I love that.
You know, insert your name in that.
Right.
Because it's deeper than me. Were you there? And did you enjoy a good time? Then that's the win.
That's a W for the culture. Love that, bro. Nuface, what is next for you?
Next is monetizing this brand.
Come on.
Continuing with the pieces of this documentary. Working with more cultural brands, corporate brands as far as branding, from clothing, big hip hop brands. It's not a lot out, so it's like, where do you find them? But from a Rock the Bells, Mass Appeal,
that's right.
You know, and collabing with a Netflix or Showtime and creating some content. I want to do more content. We do got a YouTube page that just started, but growing that and just creating my own content, because once Instagram, you know, Twitter switched to X and Instagram, right. You know, it could be possible. Again, I'm talking about hieroglyphic, but right, and one day they can just do this. And then my legacy from that aspect is going, but again, it's backed up. But what does that look like off of social media and on my own brand? Gotcha. You know, so, and create another nostalgia exhibit. So my other brand is Nostalgia, whereas I had a museum in 2020 in the heart of Pan. Yeah, that's dope, bro. So I love that. That's dope. So, and Nostalgia basically explains, it's like, once I pull something out of my bag and I give you a Nintendo controller or a Sega Genesis controller or a Run DMC cassette, those first 3 seconds that you felt is nostalgia, because you feel nostalgic, and Nuface brought it to you. So I collabed those. I love that. But in 2020, we had a museum exhibit where I featured all of my collection, and there was an old bank on Peachtree. And in 1910, it was a white-owned bank, and they only banked with white people. Gotcha. And so, 90 years later, I filled it up with the blackest genre in culture, hip-hop, and filled it up with the 5 elements of hip-hop, the graffiti, the b-boy, and the DJs. I had podcasts there, and I represented the 5th element, which is the knowledge. Real. And we had block art on there for sale as well. T.I. bought some art. There was the rhyme capsule was introduced, and this gentleman has made many of these. Art Anderson, art, he owns a gallery now, Artist by Anderson and Buckhead. So it's like, how am I able to always include others? So I want to bring back nostalgia and take it on the road eventually, and then come back to Atlanta and have like a home base with my own real estate, a own museum. I can imagine my daughter's working in merch, and then once it's closed, I'm giving tours like I did in my own one, and then when it's closed, turn the sign around, go up in the attic, and live my life in my own museum, and do tours and merch, and have people film videos there, because it's gonna look like what hip hop is. Real, bro. And recurrent, and still have the support of Trap Music Museum, because even when I had that, they supplied the glasses for drinks, and so it's always collaborative. I don't never want to do something by myself. I never, I'm on this journey by myself, but there's so many people that I can applaud, that I'm here because of y'all. Understand. And I do this for y'all, and I always say that, like, when you see me do a post, you're gonna see 10 people tag. You're gonna see the person that gave me the hat. You're gonna see the barber that cut my hair. You don't, bro. Go ahead. Wow, you saying it's gonna be 10 people, and then if those 10 people repost that, and with their 100,000 followers, 10 or your 100 followers, whatever. It's outreach. It's the message has gotten out. And we create our own ecosystem where we don't need algorithms. We don't need Instagram. We got us, and that's the mission I'm trying to show people. So it's like, it's simple. You just send that repost button. It costs you nothing. Translate said, "We got each other, bro. We got each other. That's all we need. That's really all we need."
Wow.
We talked about earlier before I got on this Shining Sharp. Like that video went viral not because of, the great guys, but the supporters. The repost.
Absolutely.
People that probably never even know his history of a football player.
Absolutely.
Or they knew Cat, or they knew the producer of the show, or the auntie, or whoever. The cognac that was on the table. Everybody won. And now he's continuing on this journey. And Cat Williams set 2024 off.
Absolutely, bro.
To the races.
That's a fact.
But it wouldn't have done nothing without those reposts, those sharing, the comments, and saying how you felt.
That's right, bro.
Us.
That's right.
And us.
Wow.
And the flip side is, be careful, because we have that same power to take somebody else down.
And destroy.
So understand our power. Understand our power. We are the biggest exporting culture ever. People need black culture in any society. We are the wealthiest commodity of any brand corporate society. Understand our power. It comes with great responsibility.
Yes, it does.
And I understand that. So, but I'm gonna focus on the support and what we can do for that. But be mindful. We always building up people just so soon as something happens,
tear them down. And
we do it so quick. And you don't know no truths and no facts in anything, myself included. And I'm very adamant when I see people post wrong things, and I want people to do that for me. If I do anything wrong or false facts, check me. Mm-hmm. And I've done that in comments, and I prove them wrong, and then they be like, delete that. And my bad, OG, I didn't know.
Right. Gotcha.
I do the same fact checking too now.
Bro. That's right.
But please, my platform is for the culture, and I only want love and facts. But if it's not facts, it's an easy DM. That's not true, OG. This is how, and that's happened. And we've built relationship with people. It's people,
right?
And that'd be the best part. I've got relationship with friends that it didn't start that way. It started with probably a disagreement, and then they said, and now we respect.
Bro, like I often say, even, two horseback men riding past each other, the salute came from you seeing a man you don't know, but you just raising your brim to say, hey, I see you.
Yeah.
Respect. But that's, bro, it goes a long way.
And it's to that same point. You have a Volkswagen Jetta, or a Beetle, say a bug. Every Beetle bug you see in the street, what you do?
Bro, it's real.
But even before you bought that car,
absolutely,
you didn't know nobody. It probably never saluted. But once you bought that car, you start seeing
them
everywhere. And then what you gonna do?
Salute every time, bro.
So when I see somebody getting their autograph or getting their Nuface moment,
salute. That's real, bro. Real.
The culture wins.
The culture has, bro. I love that.
We won,
that, bro. I love that, bro. Let me ask you this, Nuface. When it's all said and done, city, suburb, or country life, where do you retire in?
No, it's always gonna be the city.
Real. That's real.
If you're not living, you're dying.
Come on, bro.
I seen a story on a Disney animator, and it was talking about the animators in Disney, and one was a black animator for Disney, Pixar, and everything, but not him, but it was a gentleman before him that retired and stopped drawing, stopped going to the office. He passed away.
Wow.
Now this black one, he retired, and he probably was gonna go in that direction. He started making visits to the Disney office. Didn't work there anymore. He just was hands, I like that. I like it.
Still
nice guy. He found purpose and love, and he stayed in it.
Kept the course.
Still alive, and even worked with, I don't want to know which movie, but another Disney Pixar movie, maybe Toy Story 4. This is after he retired. They hired him back on. Life full of purpose. He's still here. I always,
bro. A man has to
do something.
Man has to do something.
I wrote that down. Always doing something. I mean, I get my rest in, and I know when it's time to do nothing, because I'm a balanced person.
That's right.
But when it comes to purpose, man, I need to be in the city. I need to have access. I need to, I need that. I'll take that week off and go to the suburbs of the country.
Right.
But my access has to be hands-on, because that drives me every day. Like, I don't know what I'm doing today, but at least I'm close enough to Find out.
Bro, Warren Buffett, 80 plus years old. The man's still in his purpose. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, like, it's you got enough money. You know, like, but yeah, bro, like, no, the purpose is keeping.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
That's real, bro.
I'm always gonna choose city, and I'm from Detroit, and it came to the blackest city, Atlanta.
That's
so
right, bro.
Metropolitan is gonna be in my blood. I'm gonna always pick city.
Respect.
And then personally, just thank you to the city of Atlanta, because y'all like really just like adopted me. Like you said, a lot of people think I'm from Atlanta.
I had no
Swear
clue.
I'm from Atlanta.
I had no clue,
people have put me. I'm on. Actually, Atlanta influences everything. If you go to their hub, there's a wall of all Atlanta greats, and Nuface is next to the mayor of Atlanta.
Wow, bro.
And I'm the first one. You know, because you hear rappers when they be like, Atlanta rappers top 10, and they be like, Ludacris, well, you not from Atlanta. Like,
right, bro.
I be caught in that. I don't jump into it, but I get it. You know, Jeezy from Macon, that's not, you know.
Right.
So even my first instinct was like, I don't know if I belong here.
Gotcha. No, bro.
Personally, because it's not Atlanta, but I understand, I respect it, and I'm honored. But I did get that. What the fuck?
Bro.
He not from Atlanta.
Right, bro.
Nah, they do Detroit.
Right.
That's cool, but again, that just shows how much value.
That's right, bro.
That you added to the city of Atlanta.
That's right.
That's what I look at it for.
You couldn't tell me Michael Jordan wasn't from Chicago.
Man, he put on, right?
You get what I'm saying? It's real, bro. Absolutely. Nuface, has been a pleasure, brother. Been a pleasure.
Mutual.
I appreciate you being here, bro.
Mutual. We got a toast.
Bro. This was so dope, bro. Too dope.
I appreciate the conversation.
Appreciate you, bro. Love, bro.
Like I say, whether it air or not or whatever, the relationship
Yes,
and the
sir.
conversation meant more to me than anything you can do. But moving forward, man, you have my unabiding support. You're going to see me
Likewise, brother.
sending episodes to other friends, and whether it gets back to you or not, just know my intention is to help see you evolve and grow, whether I'm a part of the process or not.
Love.
So to you, black man, continue being great.
Thank you, brother.
Love and respect.
Thank you, brother.
Love.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Nuface.
And he got me sounding with the
on.
music in the back.
On,
He
bro.
got me. That's why I said that's what he'd get you. The music make you say, you better say something great, because you got to match the tone of the lighting in the music.
Artistry.
That's
Artistry, bro.
Ain't no way I'm going to sit up here and sound.
Come on.
Yo, shawty, man, fuck. Goddamn. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
Real,
man, all
bro,
these lights and shit. Got these fur rugs, my nigga. Yo, Cali, man, what you got me in? Got us out here in Stockbridge.
Real, bro. Real.
He got us out here in the boondocks for this, man. He better give us a bottle,
real,
man.
Bro, real, brother, real.
My dog.
Yeah, that was Nuface, as tradition on the integrity response. If you can reach into that bowl, grab one fortune cookie. If you can open it and read it to your supporters.
Let's go.
Just like that, we out of here, brother. That's what's up.
I was going to do this early. I didn't see.
I ain't know what it was for.
Man.
That's real, bro.
And shout out to my Drink Champs family. Recently had me on the Method Man episode
Come on, bro.
on Revolt.
Wow.
And Method Man said it himself. This is like nostalgia. He said nostalgia, but he didn't know it. He said, shout out to Nuface and nostalgia.
Wow, bro.
So with that being said,
Wow. I got to check that episode out. I didn't know that.
this fortune says,
Go ahead.
that's everything we talked about. I don't know if they got to all say the same thing. You set this up.
Not at all. Not at all.
So it says, your present plans are going to succeed.
Wow.
And when you talk about purpose and what's
Absolutely,
next,
Wow.
but it's also saying, we talked about being present.
Present, bro. Like my presence is a present, bro. Like all that what you said, bro. Everything you said, bro.
I'm not
That's
lying.
crazy, bro. I love it. I love
And
it.
anybody that play lottery, I'm gonna
love
just
it.
give y'all the numbers on the back, just in
Real.
case. I want to share the wealth.
That's right. That's
My
right.
lucky numbers are 28, 13, 19, 56, 10, and 23.
Wow.
If you win the lottery, I just want 2%.
Real.
gonna
Just
just
what, two? She give me
2%.
That's real.
Go to my Uber and Cash App, travel expenses, and buy a couple bottles of this.
That's
right
right.
here.
That's right. That's right.
That we out, and it's
Man,
official.
salute, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Nuface was
Appreciate
there. You see it
Nuface
on the
was
phone.
there, but that's what's up, bro.
Love.
Integrity response, Nuface. Protect this man at all costs. Signing out. 2024. Salute.